Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to the stream. This week we play Argo 37, and God knows what's going on now. We are all over space, quite literally. Nightbot has just gone down, I believe. So these intro promotions may be very interesting as I rapidly get out my typing fingers. We are on Twitter, where you guys can contact us for some games. If you want to play D&D, let us know. Just send me a DM and I'll get you into a game very much like this one. If you want to catch up on this or any other show, you can find it on YouTube, where the link is currently in chat right now, he says. Maybe I should just test that YouTube isn't working. Is it just the plugin? Oh no, okay, the plugin's still working, cool. Nightbot itself is down, but the plugin's not. So I haven't updated the tweet. So when you see the tweet, ignore the tweet, but don't ignore everything else. Got you. What else have we got? We've got, oh hi, Mycelia Morel, welcome. We also have the Discord there. If you're not already a part of our Discord, you should be. It's an amazing, inclusive, safe space where you can come and talk about D&D or any other subject that you want to talk about, and everyone will accept and love you. We are full-time now. Thank you very much for last month. We hit all of our goals. We overkilled our goals by an extra £110, which means I'm going to buy a little bit more equipment. Probably a new green screen first and a couple of other things. Thank you all so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you. You can also support us over on Patreon, where we have articles which are released for free. So even if you can't give $1, you can go and check out our articles for free anyway. We've got two great writers behind us, Archmage Derek of the Mage College Press, something like that, and also
Mage Hand Press.
No, Mage Hand Press is our sponsor. I'm getting the two confused.
Oh, you're getting them too.
Yeah. I've crossed the wires. The streams have been crossed. Who knows? Archmage Derek. Check him out on Twitter. He's great. Also, we have merchandise, so you can wear our shiny badge all over the world and promote us that way. Apparently, as well, if you ever go and look at our merch, it will then invade your adverts forever. And they thought Skynet would be a problem. No, it's just me. Just don't give me computer access, apparently. What else have we got? We have got two sponsors, the most prominent today being Mayhem Press, who make the D&D 5e reskin that we will be using to play D&D in space in the next few short minutes. You can check out their free 30-page review there and their pre-order material for the Dark Matter book, which is in development. We also have sponsors in Bird in the Storm Publishing, and I have not got my mug with me, but I literally just got a mug that I could proudly display, but I completely forgot. Most of their stuff is for charity. I believe their profits go to charity. I need to double check this fact because I keep saying it, but it might not be true. But I'm fairly sure that all of their profits go to charity, and they'll be bringing some content with it to us in the new year. We also have a competition. The competition is close to being something. Is close to being done, maybe. So go and run in. If you're already a follower on Twitch, if you're already a follower on Twitter, and if you're already a subscriber on YouTube, you've got free entries. So can't help to go and try and win yourself some lovely little rainbow dice, right? Anyway, tweet. It won't let me update the tweet. So thank you very much for Sheena, who has put the tweet status in up there. We will still do the every 10 retweets thing. It's just going to be a bit of a bugger to figure out how to do it. I will continue to refresh the page on Nightbot, and hopefully I'll be able to update that command soon. It's one of them commands that's slightly too long to be updated by a manual code entry. I've babbled on quite long enough. Alice, I'll hand the stream over to you.
Okay, so last week I think quite a lot happened. A dramatic amount happened, and Blister is still very happy with himself about it. So last week, some of our adventurers, including Lieutenant Alara, Blister, and Telemachus, found themselves in space, but completely surrounded by void fish, these giant pink jellyfish. But lurking in the darkness was a huge space shark. And we had this attack the ship. It utterly destroyed the ship. It created a huge hole in the side that had to be mended, shutting down the dark matter engine. And Blister, being Blister, decided that he could tackle this from the outside without a spacesuit, with a giant, the only way I can describe it, laser cannon, And third, by holding his breath in space, which the rolls were very gracious to. And at the last minute, he was, with a malfunction on the gun, he was propelled into one of the void fish that blinked out of existence. And for a long time, Lieutenant Alara and Telemachus and Argo believed him to be dead. Sadly for them, he is very much alive on a planet, on a snowy planet where he landed as he sought out shelter and found a cave that led down and down into the depths of this land, and discovered a city with huge high-rise buildings, flying cars, flying bikes, everything. And in true Blister style, with the one Wizmo he had left, used his magic mic and projected his voice on all of the screens, breaking a fair few of them. So much so that the one Wizmo that was left sent back an emergency message to Argo 37, where Alara and Telemachus were eating their popcorn watching a film, only to have Blister thrown up on the screen, stood gallantly on this cliffside looking over this city. And we're going to jump into there. First of all, Blister, please roll me a 1d2.
Hey, yeah, I'll do that for you. I don't know why I'm opening my character sheet. I don't need my character sheet for a 1d2.
These people think you are a god. You are walking the streets, and you have been doing this now for a couple of days. You've been walking the streets, discovering this place, and there's been murmurs and whispers as you walk past. You are dressed incredibly differently to these people who wander around almost like all-in-one spacesuits and things like that as they walk around. After a couple of days, people start to talk to you. So where are you visiting, Blister? Where are you going?
Well, no, it depends really. What I suppose I'm doing is, I'm walking around, and whenever I see something like food or beer, obviously beer.
There's no beer.
What? Alright. First thing I do is I get a load of food, alright? I show them how to build the right sort of crops that look roughly right, you know the ones. Something that looks like a fruit. That'll be good. And I show them how to make alcohol. That's my gift to the people. It's probably why they worship me.
Yeah.
They haven't quite had beer yet. It's still growing.
I don't know that he would have the skill to make beer. He could probably make a very rough vodka or something like that. But not high quality at all. Just like literally fermented fruit. Probably something like schnapps or something like that, you know. Weak schnapps or badly fermented rice wine. We're talking, you know, bad alcohol, you know. Thank you very much to Arasabad, who donates an advantage to Alara Gibbous.
So, after a while of you wandering the city and you showing them the wonders of these crops and how they can make this strange liquid that gives them some sort of weird, dizzying high, and for some reason a very bad headache only a couple of hours later, you are given a room at the center of town. It's more than a room, it's a house. It's a huge house, and there is almost a throne-like seat.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, is that for me? Oh, well, thank you. And I'll go and sit down only for about 2 minutes, though, because big seats. Sitting down in general, you know.
The Wizmo will beep and bop and run after you no matter where you go. And if you don't sit in the chair, the Wizmo will.
Alright, Wizmo, yeah, you can take that, alright? You take the seat, and I'll tell you what, there's a lot of space in here, isn't there? You know, we could get one of them big copper things. You know, the things that you see in breweries. I don't know what the hell they do. We could get one of them in here, though. And we can 100% do that.
And you have people visit you daily. And they come in. They never turn their back on you. And they bow. And they call you the traveler.
Aye.
One who fell from the stars.
Yeah, some people call me Space Cowboy.
Oh, and as are you saying this to them? You sort of
Aye, yeah, like you reminded me of a song then. I'll pull out my guitar and I'll start like strumming. Cause I talk about the pumpetus love.
and they sort of wince, but they're like, yes, Space Cowboy. And they sort of bow and they back up as they leave the room. Daily, you were brought food, lots of food, and this weird, strange, clear, strong drinking substance that gives you this dizzying high.
Excellent.
And you are weighted on hand and foot. Meanwhile, what is Lieutenant Alara and Telemachus? What are they doing? You have literally just had this projection come through on the screen, and Telemachus has stopped mid, like, popcorn bite watching what has happened.
I'm probably doing the exact same thing as she, because we're just chilling watching the movie, and we've kind of resigned ourselves to the fact that Blister is no longer there. Probably be the first to snap out of it, though, realizing there might be ramifications to this.
They said, "Oh my God, he's alive!" Like, she yes. Just drops the popcorn. So, well, we got to get him back.
We have to find him first.
Well, can't we track his location? He's got a Wizmo with him, and all these Wizmos that are around you that have been sat diving in and out of the popcorn bowls start wheeling around and jumping up and down as they see Blister on the screen. He's like, and she grabs one of the ones, his eyes beeping, which you can tell is probably the reason you have the connection on the screen. And she picks it up and she opens one of the doors and just plugs it on the side and takes it over to the main deck. And you are given a huge projection of a planet in a hologram style way with loads of coordinates and everything. So, there.
Argo? Is he answering it all?
He's not.
Well, we seem to have an idea of where our friend Blister is now. We just need to figure out how to get there.
And as you do this, a screen slows down and the very tired head of Argo is like, "You called?"
Argo?
Yes.
Hate to break it to you. It appears that Blister is alive and quite well. And I'm going to point to the hologram of
this head looks up and goes, "Oh my God, he's still alive." Like, it's just like trying to wake up.
Yes, he's still alive.
You want to go get him, don't you?
I'm looking at Telemachus.
Who's like
yeah.
big-eyed looking up.
I'm just gesturing to her like,
fine.
Yes.
So I guess I'm setting a course. And the screen swivels round and you hear some of the normal coordinates being put in. And the ship, you feel, take a big dip and turn around. You were traveling, after this, you've been traveling a couple of days. And then up on your radar, and just in front of you on the large screen, you can see a planet completely white.
Argo, what's the status of life on this planet?
Hang on, let me have a look. Apparently this is a planet called Artamar. It's snow. That white stuff is snow. That's a lot of snow. Like, the whole planet is snow and ice and rock.
That's what I was wondering.
I'm picking up a lot of life forms down there. A lot of life forms.
Are there any signs of cities or
there's a massive
dwellings?
Sign of technology down there.
She's at this point she's confused because looking it's white. There's nothing. Well, I guess maybe when we get closer, we might discover what exactly is going on here.
I guess so. I mean,
And all the Wismos are up on the thing, jumping up and down that we found this place.
I'm gonna look at one of the Wismos.
Mhm.
Could you track your friend if we land?
The one with the long, gangling mechanical arms on a wheel that turns around and just puts his arms up in the air and starts like beeping and doing like, which you could assume is a yes.
All right, so I guess we'll land and have a little guide with us to see if we can track him down.
Well, it looks pretty cold down there, so I'd wrap up warm. But the
Right.
oxygen levels are fine, so it should be all right.
So just bundle up and wear a hat.
Yeah. And after a couple of hours, you slowly descend onto this planet and you can hear just a thick, other than all the sounds and beeping and stuff coming from Argo, you can hear a harsh wind. This is like a blizzard outside. And it is blindingly white.
Well, I think we're gonna need to get the right gear going first before we even head out there.
I also think we're gonna need some help.
I agreed. I don't like the idea of just you and me, kiddo.
Well, what we saw was a city, which is lots of people.
And this is just whiteness. I don't think a city would even work up here unless they have it cloaked or something.
No. Anyway, I found something at the back, plugged into the wall. I didn't know it was in there, but it could help. It looks like a really big version of you. It's a giant robot.
She's just like gonna smile at that.
She's just like, she just means this person.
Right, yeah.
Like,
It's the way of a kid speaking. Okay, let's meet the robot then, I guess.
Through here.
And she you go through down one of the rooms, past the cryo chambers and everything like that. And it's not a storage room, but it looks like there's been a lot of mechanical equipment in here. A lot of the engineers that are on here, this looks like their sort of fixer-upper room. And in the far back, you can see this huge character sort of plugged into the wall. The eyes are shut and everything. And Telemachus walks over to a handle and goes,
Well, I think this does it.
and stands down. And Warden, can you please describe yourself and how you wake up?
Warden is this 7 foot tall, 300 pounds Vect juggernaut. That's just a huge robot. That, and when they power up, they kind of just have this hum, like just vroom, and then their eyes just light up bright blue, and they are covered with mainly gray, what's it called, exoskeleton? No, parts.
So yeah.
And kind of scattered with golden and purple. And they have a huge ass sword.
Which is probably what Telemachus has been admiring more from the back. And you sort of step out of this very vect shape in the wall. And Telemachus is sort of looking up. Because she is tiny compared to you.
How tall is she?
She's a 7 or 8 year old girl. She is teeny tiny. And she's like,
Wow. And I thought you were tall.
as she looks over to Alara.
So did I. I'm gonna pick her up and put her on my shoulders.
Yeah, she immediately just holds onto her helmet again.
Yeah. You weren't wrong either. There's a slight resemblance.
Resemblance?
Oh, because I have like a nice suit of armor and a helmet, so.
Oh.
She's got one of the big glowing helmets.
Yeah. I've got a big helmet that does fun things.
Barbarian.
Yeah.
Are we still talking? Okay.
You're in on another planet. Go away.
Away.
Just verification. Just verification.
You just got a stereo go away from the two of us.
Okay, and Telemachus looks upset.
Well, hi.
As she sort of like holds a hand up to the warden.
Hello. Do you need assistance, finally?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Great.
We've got a slight problem. We've lost someone. And I feel like no one will come near us if you're here. Like, just as a backup.
She suddenly realised, thinking, don't insult Alara, don't insult Alara. Like, she's remembering. So,
We feel we'd be more comfortable having some extra hands helping us, and you seem to have quite capable and sturdy ones that might be good for this particular journey.
Indeed, my hands are absolutely suited for this kind of task, if I assume correctly.
At this point, Alara's a little thrown because this is the first time she's having a conversation where it's agreeable.
yeah. Blister's normally.
This is so not Blister-like, she's almost thrown.
Yeah.
So you agree you can help us?
Yes, absolutely. This is my purpose.
Well, you're really, really big, but what if we need someone really, really small?
And she sort of has a think. And she's like, we need someone else. And she sort of jumps off of you and then runs into the cryo chamber. And you can hear like a beep as she unlocks.
We're gonna need to follow her.
Yeah,
She's come up with an idea. So
Yes.
please follow. What should I call you?
My full name is Warden 14-4LL, but you may call me Warden, or anything you can do with those numbers.
Sounds wonderful, Warden. Please follow me. And I almost have a spring to my step.
Mm.
As we walk away, it's like, I have something that's gonna help.
And you run into the cryo freezer and you can see that Telemachus is punching in numbers to this cryo chamber. But there is a small gnome sat. She's like,
We need someone small like me if we need to get out of tricky places.
and Milo, you feel the whole door of the cryo thing go and open as you effectively defrost. How are you waking up?
I'm actually going to give a sigh of relief, saying, I'm finally here. This is why I put myself on this list. Because I am a rogue, I am a technologist, I get myself where I want to go. So basically, I am a hacker. I hacked myself on this beautiful ship. So I will get up, sit up, and eat whatever thing that was given to me at this point, because I am starving. And then
Telemachus looks at you. You've got this like kid face looking down at you like,
Hi.
and she hands you like this protein bar type thing. She just holds it. You look really hungry. You're tiny.
And then you're gonna see Alara stepping up behind her and her arms are crossed.
Yeah, there's
look extremely up.
Yes.
Oh, like, okay.
Like over 6 feet
Hi?
tall.
Oh,
Hello.
wow. Okay. Okay. And then there's even taller. Hi.
Hello.
So yeah, I'm only 4'2", or let me just check here real quick.
You're fairly close to
Yeah,
Telemachus's height.
yeah. But I'll somewhat look up to her because she's a bit taller than me.
She's also got big
but-
boots on right now, so she's walking around
Okay.
in a pair of boots.
Well, I'll thank her for the bar and ask if there's anything that I can assist with. I am good with technology. I am good with mapping.
Yeah, we kind of woke you up because you're small. But I'm
Oh.
sure you're really good at like stealthy stuff and other stuff too, right?
I can be, yes.
Okay, we got a problem.
And then she looks over to Alara and says,
Do you remember Blister? I don't know if you ever had a chance to. Apparently, he was a cleaner or something at some point.
Dreadlocks, annoying, gets into trouble a lot.
I heard bits and pieces, but not too much.
Well, he's in trouble again.
Oh, great.
Big trouble. And she's looking down at Telemachus. We need to go get him.
Uh-huh.
Get him?
To get him. To find him, actually.
Where would he have gone?
Well, first of all, we got attacked by a giant space shark, and then he took a cannon out, and then he didn't have a suit on, and then he tried to hold his breath, and then he failed on shooting the shark.
Wait. He didn't have a suit on?
He blew off into the void fish, and then the void fish blinked out of existence, and we were really, really sad, and we went to get something to eat and watch a film, and then the Wismos, these guys, and you look down on the floor, and there's all these weird little robots that are all completely different colors. Some of them have legs, some of them are walking on their arms, some of them are on wheels, and they're all sort of beeping and bopping sort of around Alara and Telemachus.
Interesting.
And then we found this planet that's all ice, and you're going to want to wrap up warm.
And as much as that sounds like a tall tale, every word of it is true.
Indeed.
Okay, then.
I imagine Warden just saw everything through the ship, so.
Yeah, you would have witnessed, I think, most of it.
I'm going to almost sigh at a relief. It's like, oh, thank God I haven't gone crazy.
Well, then. We shall go and get him. Unfortunately.
Well,
Unfortunately.
Wrap up warm.
hopefully
From
we
what
can.
stories, he just causes problems for the ship.
Well, he's a crew member. He has to be saved.
Yes, he does.
We'll go with that. I can live with that. The first challenge we seem to have is that the planet itself is covered in a white blizzard. So you say you have experience with maps.
I do.
Perhaps you might be able to figure out where we are supposed to find the many inhabitants that, according to Argo, are here.
Okay.
Would you like some assistance getting out, maybe?
Yeah, just a little bit, just so I can get down off of this.
You're in
Right
like
off
a
fine.
huge
Yeah.
Alara-sized cryo chamber, so you literally take up.
Yeah,
Fairly-
little pillow size.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll do like the arms crossed at the forearms kind of alley-oop. I'm not going to pick him up underneath his armpits and treat him like a kid.
Good. Warden would have.
So,
all right. I ask either of the individuals that I'm speaking with that if I can get anywhere near a computer or screens that I can possibly start doing what I need to do.
Absolutely. Please follow me. And I am Lieutenant Commander Alara. This is Warden.
Do you mind if I call you LT?
Wait.
How about not?
Okay. All right.
Great. Follow me, please.
All right.
Actually,
So
the
I
nearest
follow.
terminal is this way. I point in the other direction. I
Shit.
assume that as I plugged in, I know where everything.
Yes. What Warden has said. Yes.
Is.
All right. Let's go.
so you guys,
Sorry.
you go. Telemachus, no, do that. That's what you need to do.
That's
Warden,
absolutely perfect because she's been living in chaos. So for her, she's going to be like almost shell shocked that things are actually.
If anything, Alara's
Moving
gonna learn
linear.
so much about the ship right now. So basically, Telemachus disappears off to her room, probably to go and wrap up. And you were taken to one of the nearest terminals, and you can see Argo. Now, Warden and Milo, you all know Argo. It is basically the face of the ship. Argo is the ship. He's Argo 37. He is a miserable sod and doesn't really ever want to do his job. And he pulls down on the screen. He's like, "Oh, so you're awake then?"
Seems to be
You
so.
knew of this one?
I'm the ship. I know who's on it.
You didn't think that maybe our knowing Warden was present could have been of some service earlier?
You didn't ask.
Okay, Argo. Argo, we're going to be working with these two to help us find Blister. Let's be as accommodating as you can possibly be for your lovely self.
Fine. Okay, what can I do for you, Milo?
Well, I need access to any sort of computers that will give me information about certain things that we are looking for, such as sign of life, such as type of mappings.
Do you want the heat sensors?
Yeah, the heat sensors would work too, yes.
Okay, and it just sort of all these other screens start popping up out of the thing, and you've almost got like a whole layout of the. This is
Okay.
something Alara didn't even know Argo could do. And all these screens pop up, and it starts mapping where all the heat signatures are, where the sort of the landscape itself with mountains and caves, and where it's going down.
You're gonna notice her helmet starts glowing green, which is the first time you've ever seen this color.
Is there also a place where I can plug in my USB?
And literally, this little thing pops out and comes across towards you.
So I plug in a USB attached to a cord, and it's going to my wrist. And it's where I keep all of my information that I need for hacking, finding more information, and things like that.
Yeah, no, you do that.
Alright.
And whilst you guys are doing this, Telemachus walks back in, and the only way I can describe her is a human penguin right now. She is in layer upon layer.
Is it like Christmas Story?
Yeah, like you know when like their arms can't move. She's got her spacesuit on underneath, her thermal layers, and then she's found some old jumpers, and she's just started layering them on. And she's got mittens in on her hands, and she's got a bobble hat in the other with like the ones that have the tie bits down, and she's just fixing it onto her head.
We've also hit 10 retweets, so we have a wild magic surge. Nice.
Ooh.
Okay, so Blister, you're number 1. Milo, you're number 2. Alara, number 3. Warden, number 4. I'm going to roll. Number 4. That's the Warden, right? So, Scrap, what is the number we're currently at?
I believe we are at 544.
Warden, could you
in Zoom
please
chat.
roll 1d 544, please? And Scrat is sending you the thing right now.
It's
You
in
just copy
Zoom
and
chat.
paste
You can
it.
just copy and paste it.
Yeah.
Yep. In roll 20, right?
That's correct.
And Telemachus is like, I'm ready.
Yes, you're very much ready.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, the temperature outside says it is minus 38.
You're gonna see me like kind of like plug a couple quick things onto my armor, and the visor's gonna go down, but it's actually clear this time.
Yeah.
So you can still see her face, but it's down more as a protective thing as opposed to a
I didn't even know it did that.
You're not here. There's many things it does that he has no idea about.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a weird wild magic surge. Who wrote this? Like, I didn't write this one.
Uh-oh.
The target now has sand in very uncomfortable areas at random times, and it can cause disadvantage on rolls. So what I'm going to say, the Warden has been plugged into the wall for so long. Now,
Okay.
Blister has been walking in and out of these
Yeah.
rooms, eating crisps, biscuits, things. So these are crumbs.
He's full of crumbs.
You, Warden, you are currently full of crumbs, and every now and then you sound a bit crunchy when you move your things, and it may cause a problem sometimes, but you seem
That's
to be
awesome.
all right right now.
It's like the
That's
dodgy
awesome.
keyboard. As long as you don't hit the H key, you're okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Would I know that these crumbs are from Blister?
I'd say you probably knew that there was a guy walking around. Probably like he might have come over and knocked on you to see what you were whilst like eating. So you know there's someone walking around with dreadlocks, a leather jacket, and everything.
Nice. All right.
He's probably tried to square up to you a couple of times when he thinks about.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you guys have landed. You now have a map. And Telemachus is getting ready to venture out in her many, many layers as she reaches for the door. The rest of you, well, Warden, you don't have to wrap up either. But
What?
what about Milo? What is Milo wearing?
I'm going to be wearing a studded leather thick jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have a bit of scruff on my face, so that'll help me a bit more in the cold. But I'm gonna try and keep a torch with me around
Mm-hmm.
to keep light, but also for warmth.
As you do this, you go to walk out the door, and Telemachus is like, wait, and just jams this overly colourful bobble hat on your head. She's like, cold out there. And then she starts walking out, and she gets her scanner out and starts scanning with the maps you have provided. We'll be back soon, Argo. And she leaves.
I'm going to scurry after her because I have a feeling as soon as she gets down that ramp, that snow's going to eat her up.
What about me?
I was gonna say,
You can ride
Warden.
on me if you would
I was
want to.
going to say, Warden, would you mind assisting Milo in this case?
He can ride on my shoulder.
Perfect.
All right.
So you now have these two hulking figures with
yeah, both with little people on them.
and bobble hats. This is perfect.
Yes.
It's like the parents are taking the kids out for the day. Someone draw this.
Family outing.
Someone draw this.
Yes, please.
Please.
So as you guys, you walk around and you are feeling this cold. This is biting at your face. It is freezing. Alara, you probably don't feel it, and Warden, you definitely don't. But Telemachus and Milo, you can like feel it
Okay.
biting at the cold, and you're walking for about half an hour until you come to a cave, huge cave. And Milo, can you roll a perception for me, please?
I sure can. If it would work.
That's why.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
It can take a second sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes just click like right on the word with your mouse.
Yeah, for some reason it's not letting me.
Hang on, I've got access to your sheet. I will roll it for you. 16. Well done.
Well,
So
thank
on
you.
a 16, you look at your maps and you can tell that the life forms are coming in from where the cave is.
All right, so I see light. All right. I will let everyone else know that there's light coming from the cave.
So you can see
so
this on your map. This is
Oh, okay.
so,
Yeah.
so you see it on your map. You don't see the light exact, but you can see from the thermal side of it.
Oh, okay.
if
Yep.
you hold it
yep.
off. So I'm gonna say you've got like a screen.
Okay.
that You can move around like a glass.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, then I will show everyone that I see light coming from the cave, and it's a heat type light. So we should be careful entering the cave if we go anywhere near the cave.
Well, this seems to be the first signs of
Life.
life. So I have a feeling into the cave we go. But perhaps best that you maybe tuck behind Warden, and we'll sort of take the lead.
All right.
You could like stand on their shoulders, like, and be behind their head, like riding, if you want.
No, no, I'll just be on one side of the shoulder. That's it.
Okay.
So you guys walk down this cave, and you walk down there for quite a while. All the Wismos are trailing behind you in the snow as they're leaving this little winding path behind you. You can't actually see them, but you can see some of them have stuck up like a little radar or antenna up to keep a track on you, because the snow is too deep as they follow you, and they follow you into the cave. You come to this ledge. Now, Lara, you will recognize this ledge from the video. And as you all step towards the edge of this ledge, you look down on this huge city. Huge towering buildings, huge billboards, huge... the expanse. It's got the cave overhead with stalagmites and stalactites. and you can see life down there. It is buzzing with life. And you hear activity. You can hear buzzers, alarms, light, everything is going off.
Alarms as in vehicles, houses.
A bit of everything.
Okay.
This is a busy city.
So like New York Underground. No pun
Yeah.
intended.
Underground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alice, are they within 10 miles?
Oh no.
Yes, they are.
I imagine your comms devices are probably saying, "Hey, we got more of them grape things, you know, the little squishy things. That'd be great. Can someone bring me some of them? That'd be amazing."
And then Telemachus whacks her head to her comms, like her mitten over her massive hat. She's like, Blister? Blister? And she's just sort of,
Magic Mike's a one-way thing.
no, I know, but she doesn't like him. She's like,
That was Blister.
Did the Wizmo come with us?
yeah, you've got the Wizmo. There's this Wizmo that is
I'm picking
tearing
up the Wizmo and I'm holding him up to Telemachus. Try this one.
and he takes the Wizmo and she doesn't really know what to do and she listens to it because she's not too sure. And Blister, the Wizmo next to you, sort of folds out and all these panels roll off and his eyes start flashing yellow.
Hey, you never done that before.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Oh my god, it's a bomb!
Yes. Yes.
I duck behind the chair.
As you do this, you duck behind the chair and you wait there for a couple of minutes until you hear,
Blister? Blister? Are you there?
Telemachus!
Blister! Like, as she sort of shouts out.
Oh, it's not a bomb. I'll come round and I'll pick up the Wizmo. Feeling a bit weird about picking up a Wizmo. Hello?
And as you speak, you hear lots of Wizmos the other side cheering and buzzing and squeaking as they can hear you.
Hey, kids.
Where are you?
I'm down in this great city. I've taught them alcohol.
Of
And
course
then-
you did.
He's taught him them alcohol.
They're
Yes.
listening.
That seems like a poor decision.
That seems like a Blister decision.
Whereabouts in the city?
Well, I'm in the main throne room. I think they reckon that I'm like some kind of god or something. Are you guys coming to rescue me?
Indeed.
Can I like can I take the Wizmo?
Yeah, you take.
Blister.
Hello, Lara.
They think you're a what?
I don't know. They keep bringing me lots of food and like anything I want, I just have to ask for it and they give it me.
No, they said they think you're something specifically. They think you're a god.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna like there will be no living with him now. That
Hang on a minute. If you guys are coming to rescue me, and he doesn't know how to hang up, so he just puts the phone down, and you'll hear him walk away from the phone and be like, everyone, come on, we need to get like a red carpet out. Do you know what that is? You know, we need to put on a big display. You know, my girlfriend's coming with like, you know, the kid and everything. You know, they're all gonna come. They're coming to try and rescue me, but we need to give them a big city intro. You know what I mean?
you're watching the helmet go from like this green color and it's phasing into orange.
And the people with you are like, yes, sir, yes, traveler. Like, is this another person from the stars?
Aye, it's several people from the stars. You got a little one with like curly hair, what's really smart and doesn't really like to drink much. I don't know why. And a tall one who's like they're a bit in, you know, essentially they're all right. You know what I mean? But they're you know, they're like, you know, I've been in their bedroom. That's the main thing. It's important.
I'm sorry, we did not understand that you had a mate.
Yeah, no, I've got lots of mates, but I suppose this one's special, yeah.
And they look slightly confused. Apart from the red carpet, is there anything else you require of us?
Yeah, right now, you know that alcohol what you make me?
Yes.
I need you to make some fizzy. All right, what you're gonna do is take the alcohol, make it look sort of golden color. Just use any sort of food coloring or something, and chuck a load of carbonated water through it so it's fizzy, and we'll call it this culture's champagne. All right, that's what we'll do.
I will try to find this culture's champagne. And
Yeah.
he sort of backs,
this culture champagne, that'd be great.
and people start pulling in these tables and filling it with food. This is not nice food, this is blister food. This is requested blister food.
Yeah, we need to make horse dovers. That's what we need to make, right? There are lots of like little things, horse dovers. You get like, you know, a little cheeseburger, but it's only that big, and you know, all that sort of thing.
Oh, these are blister hors d'oeuvres. Oh,
I'm just picturing this. This is gonna be grand.
So, and is there anything else we could help with to make it look more grand?
Chow mein. Everything looks more grand with chow mein, and that chow mein is like it's like lots of long stringy. Do you have spaghetti? What do you guys eat even? You know, like stringy spaghetti style, and you put some bean sprouts in it, and some like you know like
have
animal meat. We put some meat in it. You fry it all up with some grease and stuff, and then it's basically chow mein.
They sort of look utterly confused. We will do our best. And they sort of back out, and more people come in with this chow mein. It's slightly blue. You don't know why. But
I'll dip my finger in it.
and then it tastes amazing.
Oh no, that's pretty good actually. Yeah, put that out. They'll love that.
And as this happens, we're gonna hop back to the others. And Telemachus is like,
Is he there? Is he there?
It sounds like he's there, and he's giving commands, and they're listening. He has people. They think he's a god, and they're
What?
listening. Yes. What? Yes.
Oh. Well, I suppose we better go find him then.
I probably. Yes.
the
Yes.
Wizmo jumps out of your hand, and you can see down the cliffside edge there are some stairs chiseled inside. They're quite steep. So first of all, I'm going to get Warden to roll a dexterity.
Is that
And
a
I-
disadvantage?
That is a disadvantage because of all the crumbs.
Crumbs.
in the- And I'm going to also... Are you on his shoulder, Milo? Okay. I'm going to get you to roll an athletics to hold on.
Was it a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, please. As you try and walk down these steps. Okay. You don't fall or anything. You wobble slightly. These are quite narrow steps for your huge feet. And Milo, do you manage to hold on? You do not. You slip. You slip off the back as Warden does this quick wobble. And you see him fall, and Alara, you see him fall as well as this little gnome sort of goes over the back.
Can I try catching him? Because I'm assuming they're not too far away.
No, you're very close. Can you roll an athletics, please?
Could I also do that?
Yeah, you can turn, and so both of you try and catch him at the same time.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics, please.
Good.
Oh Jesus!
Hey, there.
Both of Warden and Alara turn round, and you almost jam Milo between both your ribs, like, in the middle as you catch him. And then Telemachus is like, oh. on the
My
side.
apologies.
Oh.
I'm terribly sorry. I'm used to the one having to do it all. So,
I must be new of this cycle. I'm not used to waking up, I think.
I think you need to learn how to walk on snow, my friend.
Probably, yes.
Ugh.
I will rectify this.
But thanks for catching me anyways.
Absolutely.
You proceed to walk down the steps, and it takes a while, and as you get closer you can hear these sounds more. You can hear music, you can hear it's just a buzzing city, and it gets louder and louder, and as you hit the streets and walk, people are staring at you. All of these people have almost like a very a dark red skin. They look completely human, but their skin is red. And they're walking around looking at you. And some of them are whispering. And every now and then you see one sort of quickly accidentally sort of try and step over Milo and not walk into Warden.
Is it still cold where we are now?
It's warming up.
It's warming up.
It's not cold.
Awesome.
Like you can see Telemachus taking off all her many layers. She
Yeah,
leaves
I'm gonna start.
I
she leaves
take
the
off the
bottle
toque.
hat on, but she's otherwise back to normal.
Okay. Yeah, because my helmet's gonna start almost shrinking. Like the visor's gonna go up and it's gonna shrink up, so it looks more like a hat than a full helm.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So it's not as intimidating.
And all these people are walking past. Could you all roll perception for me, please?
Perception. Yes.
And seems like my perception
Is it not working again?
No,
Don't worry, I'll roll it again for you.
thank you.
Okay. So, okay. So, Milo, you are too distracted by being almost stepped on by all of these people. And both Warden and Alara, you will look round as you're looking, and you will see a big billboard across the thing, across one of the buildings in front of you. And it is a picture of Blister advertising this new clear liquid. Blister, how are you posed on this advert?
I have like my coat like sort of like this, you know, with ice on the shoulder, and I'm holding this clear fluid, and I'm like, "This is really fucking good." That's what the advert says.
And you see this just, oh, and then as you notice this one, you notice there's more and more and more, and all these people are around. Some of them are wearing almost what looks like a Blister style leather jacket.
How did it make that so fast?
They worship him.
Indeed, it seems like it.
I think the magic mics might try up again. Blister's trying to be quiet, but the spell does insist at its booming volume. No, what you gotta do is you gotta get all the crap that you wouldn't normally want to eat. You mix it all up and add a load of spices, and then it'll taste great. You know,
So,
curry.
okay. So, you continue to walk through this city, and you see Telemachus, you can see, is looking at other children that look exactly like her, but with bright red skin, and she's sort of waving at some of them, and they cautiously wave back. And then another child runs forward to Warden and sort of knocks on your leg. He's like,
Excuse me,
I kneel down.
are you from the stars as well?
Not directly from the stars, but my parts came from the stars, and they just start to
yeah, he's like,
talk about the history of their parts,
Perfect.
this
That's
is like,
perfect.
and then
Are you
Yeah.
like the traveler?
if you who is the traveler? Is it Blister?
and she just points up at the massive billboard.
I thought so. Yes, we are here to retrieve him.
Retrieve him.
Yes.
Regroup with him.
He belongs with us.
And the child looks for a second.
Mm.
But okay, but you're gonna become part of the family now as well, right?
Sorry, what?
You'll stay with us. You'll stay with Blister.
Perhaps, Warden, let's see what's going to happen when we reunite with our friend Blister before we share any further information with these lovely little children.
The traveler.
The traveler, and this kid sort of runs off. And this kid has a backwards cap on, by the way.
Uh,
Like Blister wears.
Yes.
I love this.
This is awesome.
I look
His-
back to Allura and says, "Indeed, it might be better. They might revolt if we try to
That's
take him
my
back."
that's my concern as well, because it sounds like they actually want to keep him here.
It seems weird. I believe he's the one who caused my parts to be filled with crumbs.
Yeah, you're crunching along. Like every now and then, when if like Warden lifts up an arm or something, you can just see some like.
Can I try and like brush a little bit off while this is being
Yeah,
said?
I think it's actually inside my vents or
Oh
something.
no!
Yeah, there's some like in the ridges, but otherwise it is mainly in the vents.
Yeah, so like when I talk, they just fly out a bit.
Yeah.
We'll take care of that as soon as we can get back to the ship and make sure we can vacuum out his trail.
Yes. There's like a breadcrumb trail behind me.
And we can find our way back now, it seems.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is Milo doing right now?
I'm actually trying to figure out if this city is electronically, like, if most of this place has electronic components.
There seems to be a lot of electronic components. Like they look electrical, but you can, in fact, roll a. I'm really sorry. It's going to be another perception. I'll roll it for you.
I actually can do it now. I
can
realized
you?
that I was looking at the wrong spot.
Okay.
I also have technology and data.
Okay.
as well.
Okay. I will lower the thingy for it. You roll a perception for me. You see nothing.
Nope.
I'm afraid
No.
you see absolutely nothing. The only thing you will see is that there are like street lamps and things
Okay.
like that, because it is dark down here. This is all artificial light,
Okay.
and instead of bulbs, there's crystals.
Okay. All right. Because I was thinking of trying to do something, but that's okay. I can't do it right now, but that's okay.
So, you guys keep walking through these streets. You keep getting looks. Sometimes you get stopped. And you come to a huge building in the center. And outside is a very dodgy banner that just says, "Welcome, travelers from the stars." And a red carpet laps at the stairs.
No, listen, you can't call me Space Cowboy in front of Alara. She'll think it's weird.
But sir, that is what you are.
Yeah, I know. I said some people call me, but she's not one of them, and she'll definitely find it weird.
So, we will continue to call you Traveler.
Yeah, Traveler would be fine, or you could call me like a shorthand version of it, like Blister.
Blister? Like the
Aye,
thing you get on the back of your feet,
kind of.
if you so wish it. And they sort of bow. And as you approach these steps, you see people stood either side holding trays of these tiny mini like little burgers and drinks and all these different foods, all different colors to what you're normally expecting. And Telemachus in her little bobble hat walking in her spacesuit walks up. She's just hello as she walks past these people. Blister, where are you?
I'm probably in like I'm standing over. You know what? I've had them setting up this great big like a town hall sort of thing. I've got them to get a building and just clear it. God knows what it was before. Loads of metal work. Didn't look important. So I got them to clear all that out. And we've set up a great big table. But I had to make sure it was one of them flimsy tables. It looks like it might break at any minute. Otherwise it'll have the wrong impression. So I got one of them. And I've been filling it with all these horse dovers and chow mein and curry and stuff. And there's a great big red carpet. Not like a thin one. I always think they cheap out on that. No, the whole floor is covered in red carpet. And, I'm ready.
As you guys enter the building, you hear, sorry, excuse me, as one of these people wheel past a huge ice sculpture of Blister into the hallway. And you walk in, and you see Blister shouting commands at these people. Lister, could you make a perception check, please, just to see if you see them enter?
I can do that.
I thought you guys said he was a cleaner on the ship.
He was a cleaner on our ship.
Did he do a good job?
No.
I thought so.
The reason why I'm saying this is because he's making orders. Cleaners don't make orders.
I don't know.
At this point, Blister, you will sort of turn and you will see this little group that's walked in with Alara and Telemachus stood next to each other, a small gnome to the other side of Telemachus, and a huge warden just behind Alara. In fact, you recognize this warden. You have rapped on him a couple of times. You've eaten over him. Yeah.
Oh, right, brilliant. They're here. Right, quick, play the music.
Okay. And you see this thing run out.
Go on, hi guys, hang on, 2 minutes. Guys! Welcome to my planet! Alara, I've missed you!
You have a planet?
I think so.
I'm looking around and kind of taking this all in at this point.
Telemachus runs to Blister. It's like, Blister!
Hello! Yeah, right. No, they've not got much to drink, but if you want, they've got this clear stuff. It's quite good.
And as you do this, like, about 20 or 30 Wizmos just flood in through this hall, and they start
Whoa!
flying you, Blister. Can you please make a dexterity save to stay on your feet?
I'll choose to fail. I'll just fail.
He gives in to the Wizmos.
Well,
And
as I nearly fell off my seat IRL, I think it's only right.
they're jumping up and down on you. They're sort of like the ones that have arms are just like hugging you and rubbing themselves over you.
And for it all, while they're all like on top of everything, he's gonna prop himself up onto one arm and do what he thinks is the advert look across at Alara.
She shudders. And I'm going to step behind Warden slightly.
I knew you'd come to save me.
Yeah, I take that as my cue to come and introduce myself. I just kneel down in front of this man who's covered with these tiny robots.
Yeah, hello. I thought you were like a sandwich maker or a toaster or something. Sorry
No.
about that.
Explains the crumbs.
I can see why you think that when you ate cookies and sandwiches all over me.
Yeah, no, I was trying to get the bread in. I was trying to figure out where to make it go pop and ping and stuff. I'm really sorry about that. I didn't realize you were a person.
Yeah.
I thought they were all in the fridges.
Well, next time maybe you should try to do your job and clean instead.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Alright, yeah, no, I actually moved on from cleaning. I went on to being in the ship's band, you know. But when there's only one of you, it got a bit boring. So then I took on security. But then I realized...
With security, there's no loopholes at all. Meanwhile, I count every loophole he left open, just... Everyone could just hack in. Like
Yeah.
a 5-year-old could hack in. I'm like,
Well, you know, it was a bit difficult. I was the only one, so I realized no one was piloting the ship, so I thought I'd better learn how to tell Argo what to do. You know.
oh.
And this is where I'll walk up and I'll introduce myself and say, "Hi, I'm Milo. I'm a hacker."
Hi, Milo. How you doing? What?
It's been alright.
So what, do you like chopped wood or what?
What's that? Sorry.
So you're a hacker. What do you... What, like wood or...
No. I can get into your computer system if I want.
Oh, excellent. It probably needs a clean.
Gordon actually laughs out loud at that pun. They're loving it.
And I'll ask Blister if there's any plugins around that I can hook up my computer to.
Tell you what, this fella will help you out. What was your name again? It doesn't matter. Can you get this guy a plug-in?
My name is Warden.
No, not you. This one of these guys around with the curry.
Well, I thought I was going to introduce myself anyway.
Oh yeah, sure. You can introduce yourself as well. Yeah, go for it. You know, my planet's your planet. Help yourself. No, this chow mein is actually quite good. I don't know why it's blue, but it tastes good. And
I've never had a planet before.
no, me neither. Honestly, I was a bit lucky actually. I sort of, you know, when I hit the planet, I sort of found the capital city straight away. I don't know how that happened, but you know, I don't know where the fish or the shark went either. It's all a bit confusing, really.
Wait, you don't know where the shark went?
No, I have no idea.
What about the void fish
Interesting.
that swallowed you?
I don't know. I just turned up here, and you know, I was on a big rock, and I had my mic, and like they were all like, "Oh, look at this guy. Let's give him the planet."
The shark went in with you. The fish disappeared, and now you're a god.
I guess
And
that's
I'm
just
looking
a
around like I'm just.
I
guess
guess
that's
that's the
just-
verse for you.
Yeah, that's just the circle of life, Alara, you know. Those, you know, you get winners and losers. Some people just come out on top.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, after he's keep on talking, I'm gonna go and find this plug, and the reason why I'm trying to find a plug is my device on my arm. I'm gonna try and find more information about this place, as much as I can.
Yeah, you find this, and I will say what you will learn about the city is that it is huge. It's the only city for miles and miles and miles, as in, like, you don't know, you can't find another city. And it is powered by crystals rather than electricity.
All right.
And
Cool.
as you all stood there, some of these people come up and like, "Hello, travelers. Hello, mate of travelers," as they sort of walk over to Alara, and they drape these huge, long, like, scarves around your neck, and they almost like the oil, you know how oil changes color, they sort of, it moves, it's like, welcome, welcome, and when they put it over Telemachus and Milo, it just sort of mainly just drapes on the floor. Like, Telemachus is trying to wrap it around her neck, she's rather fascinated with it as she's looking, and Warden, they sort of look as if they try to put it around your neck and then just hand it to you.
Yes.
I take it and like look at it and look at Allura. I'm sorry, I forget you.
Alara.
Allura. Yeah. Kind of look at how they put it on her and just try and do it the same, and it probably will slip off because it's metal.
Yeah.
So try and tie it around their neck instead.
You are all so welcome to stay. Thank you. Thank you for bringing the traveler to us, and all of you from the stars that have come to stay with us.
I look at Allura and just nod back. It's about, yeah, not gonna say anything.
You're happy he's here.
Oh, yes. Look at the wondrous things he has brought us. And they just indicate to the table.
Wondrous things.
It is a sign.
Seriously, have you
Like
tried?
What?
The
Have you
man
tried
who
the chow
came from
mein?
the stars with bounty.
I've not
What
taught them how
bounty?
to make bounty yet, but once I get something that tastes like coconut, I will get there. I've promised
There's
them
almost
that.
like this innate reflex of like she's about to reach towards him to cover his mouth, but she's realizing there's a large audience. What is this bounty that you speak of that he brought for you?
This food, this rich new things, new flavors.
Bounties, they're like a chocolate bar. They come in 2 bits.
I knew
Uh,
it.
You know, you get full of coconut, a dark chocolate on the outside. I've been working on it, but they've got no idea what a coconut is. Or
Do you have any
chocolate.
idea of what a nut is?
Why would that matter?
I'm looking at one.
Coconuts and nuts are really different, you know. They're not even from the same family of fruit.
That's actually true, but I think I see the resemblance anyway. I walk to Allura and just pat her on the shoulder.
I'm just gonna like kind of slump a little bit because this is like almost overload
I have
because
understanding. I know.
Blister will shrug off all the Wismos and stuff and walk towards Alara. It's like, alright, it's alright, Alara. I know it's disappointing. I know you were hoping to come and give me a big rescue. But it's okay, I'm alright. You know, you don't have to be disappointed, and I'm gonna, like, start going in for a hug.
I move away so that he's able to.
I'm gonna like try and counter by like putting my hand
Okay,
on his
athletics and
forehead because of the height difference.
athletics, both of you.
Oh dear God, not again! Please be nice today, Dice. Please. Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh, alright. It's okay, you need time. That's alright. Try the chow mein, it's really good.
What about the gray stuff? Is it delicious?
Oh, the curry! Yeah, it's really nice. It turns out they don't know much about spice either, but they've got like this sand stuff that tastes a little bit like spice.
Sand.
They've actually accepted you, haven't they?
I don't know.
And you are surrounded by these people just literally waiting and letting you talk. They're standing away from you.
I'm starting to look around and take this all in. All of these people listen to you.
Yeah, they seem to. They like to bring me things. I don't know why.
You like
Did
it?
you ask?
No.
So you do not like it here?
Oh, no, I like it here. Yeah, no, it's quite nice. You know, once they figure out things, it's just... You know, we were running out of beer on the ship, and I think we're getting closer and closer to a recipe. Oh, don't forget the champagne! Get the champagne!
And this person comes running up with all these like, they're in beer glass style type mugs. It's like, this is our cultured champagne, and just sort of hold it out. And Telemachus just takes one.
Wait,
Yeah.
don't drink that yet, please.
What is it?
It might be blister friendly, but it may not be your kind of friendly.
And she just reaches down and puts it down.
I'll actually walk up and try it.
It's,
Could you roll me a Constitution saving?
it's
Not at all.
essentially vodka that has been slightly coloured and had carbonated water pumped through. So it's just
Okay.
fizzy vodka.
You are a very small gnome. This is a big mug. This has hit you. You are drunk.
Yeah.
This has hit you like a dizzying sort of wolf, like it's hit you right in the face.
It was good. It was good. But I'm feeling good.
You're still alive.
Unfortunately, I feel like I died.
Can you see? Because we had a problem with that in development.
Barely, but I can see.
I think more to keep the peace, I'll take one too and sort of hold it up and look at it.
It's literally vodka. It looks like vodka where someone's dropped a couple of food coloring into it. So you know how when you like pipette it in and it just like in little clouds, it's more like that rather than one color.
No, you see now, what they did was, there's actually some of these guys are quite clever, you know. They you know, like, they were figuring out the whole blindness thing. And like, one of them, they were able to take out the whatever it was that made them blind. But they took it and they started doing other stuff with it, and they started creating some sort of like medicine or something. Makes everyone feel good, you know. There's a whole trade going on with it now. Apparently it's good or not good or something. I'm not really sure.
You've taught them how to make alcohol.
Yeah.
And drugs.
Oh, is that? I guess so. Yeah.
You've made quite an impression here, Blister. I never thought I'd say that.
Some of the younger ones with the jackets there, they like sell it and stuff. I've created economy too.
Economy.
How long have you been here?
3 days.
I looked at Laura and said, I think he actually is a god. For
I'm
this
beginning to
plan.
question reality right now, and I'm going to take the drink.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Ah,
That's
yeah, you're used
Lucky
to this.
you.
If anything, you've drunk a lot to cope with blister,
Uh-huh.
so you're just that doesn't hit you at all. And Telemachus is looking at you like, ooh, as she sees the effect on the gnome and then watches you do it and just think,
Don't drink this.
No, not at all.
Don't drink this, dear.
Should I take one to be polite?
Yes, but quite frankly, I don't think your circuitry would appreciate this proof.
No, I can drink. I just can't taste it.
Just hang on to it.
I take a
Maybe.
glass and just takes a sip. And sip.
you roll me a Constitution save.
I don't.
It's like the fake drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think because
You're
they
not
don't.
actually
It's a
drinking.
robots and it's not. It's not going into their system or anything.
Oh, it's
So
not
it's
making
like
you drunk.
it's like niceties. It's just
Yeah. I just
mimicking.
have a container inside my body that can take food and drink. But
Oh, this isn't gonna make you drunk. This is for
No.
something else.
oh, okay. So constitution for something else.
Mhm.
Okay.
What are you up to, Alice? We distrust. We distrust.
Is it gonna be
You're
like
fine.
acid?
You're
Oh,
fine.
okay.
If anything, it just sort of rinses some of the crumbs out for you.
Oh,
Oh.
good.
It's
Yeah.
cleaning fluid.
Yeah, it's effectively clean.
I actually pour something in my veins.
yeah.
Even
Yeah,
better.
it sort of just starts to clean out all of the crumbs.
Sweet.
Like the crumbs are dissolving.
They call me Blister. I giveth and I taketh away.
It's detergent? Or what's it called? Oh god.
So, as you're there, one of the people come over to you and is like, "Can we show you to your sleeping quarters?"
Yes.
Sure.
And
Yeah, I guess so.
they sort of lead you off in one direction, and you go down. You go down the hallway, and there are. It's like, we were told you were coming by the traveler, as he sort of like indicates to Blister. Blister, sorry.
Looks like we got a new
And
friend.
it's like, we understood there were 2 small children, and he looks at the gnome as well. So, and they sort of open the door, and it's effectively bunk beds, and it's like, will you to stay? And these are beautiful rooms. These are absolutely gorgeous. And then they walk over to another, and they show the warden a room, and it's just plain. It's not really anything, but there are lots of places you can plug in effectively. And then there are 2 last rooms. And the first one they go up to, they go, "My lady," and sort of bow to her and say, "We did not know if you wish to share or to have your own." And they say,
My own, thank
"For
you.
your own." And they're like, oh okay.
Thank you. Yes, my own would be lovely.
"We will let you rest." And they sort of leave.
Now, when I go into my room, is there an adjoining door?
I don't know, Blister, is there? Would you have asked for this to be made?
No. My greatest achievement so far is being invited into Lieutenant Alara's room. And I reckon I can do it again, so I'm not going to be so pompous as to, like, you know, put in a cheat or a hack or anything. Because, you know, she's clearly mad about me.
Oh, yeah, clearly. Or maybe mad at you.
So, at this point, Telemachus is stood in the room with Milo, like,
I'm gonna go and see how Lara's doing. Are you coming? I mean, you can stay here if you want, but I don't mind.
Who did you say this to?
to Milo.
What's that? Sorry, I was reading chat.
So the Telemachus is in the room. So,
I'm gonna go and see Alara. You can come if you want.
No, I'm actually gonna stay in here and gather my things.
Okay.
and she just sort of leaves.
So as she's leaving, I'm going to plug in to see if there's any cameras around. for like the main areas, not for the bedrooms or nothing like that. Just for the main areas.
Could you please roll a perception for me?
Yep.
Okay, on a 17, you scan the whole building effectively. There are a minimum of 36 cameras in every single room,
Including bedrooms.
including bedrooms.
Okay. I'm actually gonna leave the bedroom and follow, and go to Alara's room.
Okay. What is the warden doing?
Sorry, I was also reading.
That's right.
What Warden does? They will stand idly by, because they don't have any orders and don't really know what to do. Maybe they'll go to Alora's room and ask what they should do. Yeah, I think that.
Okay. So, Blister, where are you right now? If you're in the hallway, you will see Telemachus sort of walking over to Alara's room, shortly followed by a gnome.
Well, if Alara went into her room, he'd have sort of like waited outside for a couple of minutes to see if she was coming back out. And then when she didn't, he'd be like, "All right, well, you know, missed you too," and he'll head back into his room. And he'll just be jamming out on his guitar.
Oh,
It's annoyingly loud.
You can hear it. Everyone can hear it very, very loudly, very annoyingly. And Telemachus raps on like Alara's door.
I'll open it up right away because I can tell her knock.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think of all this?
And she's there in like her bobble hat, this colourful scarf wrapped around her, and her little jumpsuit.
I think they're weird.
Thank you. Me too.
I mean,
Something doesn't seem right.
I love Blister, but anyone who worships Blister is weird.
I think that sums it up perfectly. Come on in.
And she's just sort of trots it. And you see Milo running down the hallway after Telemachus.
As soon as I get to Alara's door, I'm gonna ask if I can also join. I need to speak with everyone.
Come in.
And where is
All right.
Warden?
I think they're just on their way to Alora's room.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, is it Alora or Alara?
Elara.
Elara.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm so
So-
bad at names.
Alara, you're closing the door. Blister, are you still playing the guitar loudly in the other room?
Yeah.
Okay. And Telemachus goes and just sort of sits herself down in Alara's room. She's like, and looks over at Milo. It's like,
What have you found?
I'm gonna say, just give me a second. I'm gonna plug in my device again and
Mhm.
try and turn off the cameras that are in this room specifically.
okay. Will you roll me a sleight of hand check, please?
Would that be also a data or technology?
I would say so. I say technology.
Okay. So my perception is doubled when I do a technology,
Okay.
but it's not activated on here for some reason.
That's okay. That's just because of what it is. I know
Well,
that.
it doesn't really matter anyways.
Yeah. Okay. You manage to hack in and you switch off all the cameras in the room. You can tell they're all gone.
Okay.
There is now no technology in this actual room.
Okay.
What did you just do?
There are 30 some odd cameras in every single room in this building, including bedrooms.
Oh,
They're monitoring us.
Everything.
mm,
This is not right.
No, it's not right at all.
I don't understand.
They
Why?
have.
Why? I don't know. Is there a role that I can do to find out why or where they're doing this?
Probably not. You're sort of like, this is actually just, you can sense that there are cameras everywhere.
Okay.
And then you hear a knock at the door.
Oh, great. I guess I'll go and answer because I'm the one that did it anyways.
Let me answer. You
Okay.
stay tucked behind the bed where they can't see you.
Okay, I'll go and
Telemachus starts shimmying under the bed, like she just sort of standard.
Warden, stand behind the door so they can't see you, but you are nearby.
Oh, I thought I wasn't in the room yet.
Oh, you're not in the room yet?
Let's say I am. I
Okay.
thought that I was the one at the door.
Oh no, I'm afraid not.
Okay. So Warden's in the room with us, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you stand where they can't see you, but close by.
I'll
Well-
try and blend in. Can I make?
I'm gonna go and hide underneath the bed.
Now I'm seeing Milo and Telemachus kind of like peeking underneath the
Yeah, like literally like looking out underneath.
Peekaboo. Yeah, I look around just to make sure everyone's hidden and tucked away, and I'll open the
Could
door.
You all make a stealth check for me. I'm gonna do one for
Mm.
Telemachus as well.
Myself as well, or?
No,
No.
don't worry, you don't need one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm very, very, very stealthy.
You are. How are you hidden? You're like a giant. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I was
going to
trying
say-
to.
It's got a cloaking device. Why not?
you've become a coat rack.
I was thinking I was hiding in plain sight, but
Yeah, like,
It's kind of like that whole like predator thing, right?
I
So-
wanted a one.
everyone is hiding incredibly well, especially the Vex, who I'm going to say is stood behind the door.
I love
Like, you're taller than the
Nice.
door, so you literally just have the top of your head over the door. And Alara, as you open the door, one of these people here, like, hi, I had a message that you have a problem with your power.
Everything seems to be working perfectly fine, thank you.
Oh, really? And just sort of,
No power issues. There hasn't been a surge. Everything seems to be in order. Lights are working.
you mind if I check it?
Actually, I do. I was just about to get some much needed rest after our journey.
Oh. Could you roll a persuasion for me, please?
Not my best.
Oh shit!
I got negatives on that one.
So they're like, I'll just check. And they sort of like come in. And can everyone roll me, other than Alara, another stealth for me, please?
Okay.
I'm going to roll for Telemachus.
Oh. Still good. Damn it.
Yeah, they're all still very good.
Whew.
So as the door opens, it sort of swings open. And like the warden is like, "Ooh," as the door just like almost sort of knocks you in the front and comes round. And Telemachus and Milo are just sort of laying sort of commanders sort of flat on the floor with the duvet over them. And
Nice.
this person comes in, and one of the lights on the wall, which is just a crystal, starts tinkering with it, scanning it. Is like, yeah, that's all back for you now. Thank you. And just walks out and closes the door.
I check my device again and see if they're back up.
They're all back up.
Is there any type of desk or something in the room?
Dust. Sorry.
Desk, not
Oh,
dust.
desk. I was like, dust. Yes.
Has it been that blisterfied?
There's like a writing desk sort of thing that's in the corner.
I'm gonna go over to the desk and purposely lean so the scarf kind of covers the paper and my hand,
Yeah.
and quickly write a message down for Milo.
Yeah.
And then keeping it tucked in my scarf, I'm assuming the scarf is touching the ground.
Yeah. This is a long scarf.
Yeah, I'm going to, because they haven't come out yet, have they?
No.
I'm going to drop the note, and it's pretty much one of those, they're on to us.
The only thing I will say, as the door closed, the cameras will have picked up that Warden is right behind the door because he is in plain sight technically.
Yep.
Okay.
Warden, I'm sorry. I'm going to try and cover that one. Warden, I'm terribly sorry that you got caught behind the door at that moment. Thank you for helping assist me get ready for bed.
Yes. I'm just surprised that they didn't know I was here.
Well, you were so quiet as you always are, because you know I like things to be quiet before I go to sleep.
I did not. They did not pick up on trying to be like normal.
Yeah. Warden, could you do me a favor and go get Blister, please?
Of course. And I just walk out like normal.
Mhm.
and I just follow the sound of his guitar.
Yeah, you come to the front of Blister's door.
Yeah.
I don't even bother knocking because he won't hear it. I just go in.
You walk in, and what sight is this poor warden walking into?
Blister is standing between two giant amplifiers of his guitar. His hair is going back and forth. He's trying his best to play Nirvana, but it doesn't sound anything like Nirvana, nor does his singing. But he's enjoying himself, and he's sort of like, oh, hello, you're right. Everything all right? Can I get you something? Are they not listening to you?
Oh no, they are. It's just, Elora sent me to get you.
All right, yeah, all right. I'll tell you what. I'll get something. Oh, hang on a minute. Alara sent you to get me.
Indeed.
Magic Mike, everyone will hear. Can you bring along another bottle of that champagne we made in 2 glasses? Cheers. All right, let's go. I think they'll be along in a minute.
Almost immediately, as you go to open your door, there's someone there with this drink.
I've got used to this. They're so resourceful. They're so resourceful there. They're really quick. Cheers. It's like they know what I want before I even ask for it.
That's interesting. Could I have a glass?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Can you grab another one? And I just pass you one of the glasses and pour.
Yeah. I was like actually trying to make sure that you didn't get a glass. Because I know that there's something iffy. And like I don't want them poisoning you.
It's all right. Don't have to worry about poisoning me. I'm.
No, I don't say that out loud. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. No, fair enough.
I was like, oh, okay, and then I start just chugging.
Yeah, it just starts clearing out more crumbs as you go.
I remember that's oh yeah. Pour it inside.
I'll go along and like smooth my hair across.
Do you have a mirror for that?
No, but like if you look really closely in the wood, and he's gonna get really close to the door. If you look really closely in the wood, you can just about see yourself.
I think my sword is shinier. If you would like to use that.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. I'll have a quick look in there. Yeah, there. Oh no, I look about right. You know, the dreads look good. Splayed out, best way. We'll just get rid of that one. Apart from that, it's all good. Yeah.
I brush some crumbs off of you.
Thanks. I'll take another
some
small
hairs.
Yeah, I'll take a small bug out of the hair and just there's one that really got away.
Oh.
Hello, Alara! I'm out here.
Yeah. Shall we go?
She's not answering the door.
Oh, we're there. I knock.
So the door's gonna open, and while Warden has gone to claim Blister, Alara has manipulated her armor to shift a little bit. So it's almost like an evening gown.
Oh.
And the helmet has shifted up into almost like a sort of like a little circlet around her forehead.
Warden appreciates.
Blister's confused. You look lovely, Alara, but something tells me this is a trap. What's wrong? You alright?
Absolutely nothing, darling Blister. I just wanted some time with you. Why don't you come in?
Blister's scared. I've never spoken to him this way.
I thought you'd want to spend some time with your mate after our separation.
As she says that, I'm going to try and take out the cameras once more.
Roll again for me, please.
No, hang on a minute. You never spoken to me this way, Lara. There's something. What have they done to you? There's something wrong, isn't there? The planet's against us. They're going for you, right? What's going on?
What are you talking
Nothing's
about?
wrong.
Everything's
You've just
fine.
gone to a great extent to show us everything you've accomplished here, and I'm intrigued.
The
And
camera.
she's making a point to not smile.
Yeah.
Blister walks in. He's, as Tweeter Vecna says, he's pretty much under the frightened condition. It's a struggle for him to move closer to you.
The cameras are out.
Okay, so as the cameras are out and I notice that, I come out from under the bed
Ah!
and says that we're being watched from these people. There are 30 odd cameras in each room, including bedrooms.
And Telemachus pulls herself from underneath the bed, like again, hello.
Fucking hell, you're coming out of everywhere. I'm waiting for that dead guy James to just walk out of a cupboard or something.
Lister, they're monitoring us. We only have a few minutes, if that, before they come back and turn the cameras back on. Right now, they need to think that you and I are mates and that things are grand and wonderful because we don't know why they're watching us.
What, do you think they're like documenting our species or something? Is that what you're getting at?
Something.
Something like that. So when they come back in here to turn on these cameras, you're my boyfriend. Can you handle that?
I mean, I guess.
Now,
Until we
before
figure out what's going on, we need to play what they think we are.
Before they even come back, I'm gonna try and leave the room and try and go back to my spot.
Lara, are you gonna be alright with that? Because, you know, normally, you know, like, you know how normally I'm like, oh, Lara, you love me, and you're like, fucking shut up, I'm gonna kill you. That sort of, you know, like...
Let's just say I'm screaming internally. But we need to do this because I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get out of this without some serious issues if they realize this isn't what they think it is.
Alright. But I mean, they'll be alright. They do whatever I tell them.
But that's what worries me and everyone else.
Uh-huh.
I know, don't worry. I've got it. I've got a solution.
No,
It's
no.
alright. I'm gonna grab
Blister.
the magic mic. It's alright. I'll just tell them.
I'm gonna grab him.
Okay, again, an athletics versus.
Can I try it too?
Yes, another athletics.
Oh, come on!
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, good.
And what I'm just
Okay.
what I'm just thinking is I'll just ask them to turn off all the cameras. You know?
But that's just it. They can't know that we know.
How do they know that we know?
If you tell them about the cameras that you haven't known about until now, they're gonna put two and two together.
That's alright. They like worship me. I'll just tell them I'm omnipotent.
How's Warden holding him?
How are you holding him, Warden?
Sorry,
You're gonna grab Blister
Mm.
to stop him from doing this. How are you holding him?
I'm just holding his arm like here and here, so he can't bring it to his mouth,
Okay, I'm going to.
and try and pick it off and give it to Elara.
All right, I'm going to pocket the microphone. I can't believe. And I'm going to take his face in my hands as I lean over. Blister, I need you to listen to me, please.
I don't think I've ever been this close to your face without the visor up.
I take a deep breath.
Telemachus is like literally just sat on the bed intrigued, watching backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards.
It's too bad
Blister.
I'm not there.
For everything we've gone through together, just this once, can you please literally listen to what I am asking you to do?
Alright.
Don't let them know about the cameras.
Don't let them know about the cameras. Got it.
Don't let them know you think something's up.
Don't let them know I think anything's up.
Let them believe that we are a couple.
Alright, now, do we need to, like, discuss, like, boundaries and things? I'm not really sure what's going on, like, usually we just do the whole chase thing, you know, where I chase you and you run away and we both have a great old time, and that's pretty much our boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, I thought. So how do we convince them that, like, we're something different?
You can hold my hand. I will smile at you, but not in my scary way. I will call you my darling mate.
Alright.
And if some convincing is needing, I will kiss you.
I give you more pats on the shoulder.
Alright, well, I guess I'm game for it. I mean, it's a bit weird being chased, though. You know, I'm a free spirit. They call me the Wanderer, a space cowboy sort of thing. They do actually call me space cowboy for a little bit.
Of course they do.
You know, so I mean, okay, I mean, of course, you know, I'm cool. I'm cool with this. I'm cool. You know, I don't mind, I guess. But you know, it's a bit of a dramatic change to the relationship. You know, I think, you know, I'm cool with it. I'm cool, and I'll roll a deception check. 'Cause clearly, anything you say 5 times is definitely cool. Yeah. Blister is nervous as hell. He doesn't know what the hell is going on. He's utterly scared by the change in tone from Alara.
And if you screw up, I'm going to smack you upside the head.
Ah! Alright, that makes me feel a lot better. Okay, let's do this.
I'm going to step back and kind of nod to Warden like, okay, you can release him. And I'm making sure that the microphone is deeply tucked away from Lister.
Yes.
I will give this back to you when we get to the ship.
Well, hang on, before we turn the cameras back on and before that bloke turns up, what's the plan? We're just gonna go along with it until when?
Until we can figure out what's going on.
Alright.
You've never asked them anything as to why they're doing all this for you. At all?
No, not at all. They don't seem to want any, like, payment or anything, so, you know, I say never look a gift horse in the mouth.
What do they know of us?
Oh, everything! They were very interested.
Do they know about me and Milo?
Well, no, I didn't know about you really. Like I say, I thought
That's
you was
good news.
I thought you was a toaster. So I didn't really tell them much about that. I'm really
If you
sorry
had
about that, by the way.
If you had told them about me, I might have been toast.
Okay, well, no, I
At
think...
this point, you hear a knock at the door. And immediately Telemachus and all the 30 Wismos that have come and sat next to her to watch this scene all turn and look at the door. If a Wismo could look shocked, that's what it looked like. And they've all turned and looked. So the image you have here is Telemachus with a bobble hat on, surrounded by around 30 Wismos who have been tuning in to this conversation, like utterly like confused themselves.
And I guess like Blister's gonna kind of awkwardly just put an arm around Alara's waist. Is that alright?
She's gonna lean in. Come in.
And the door opens and they go, oh, just had a reading. Your power was down again. I'm so sorry.
I'm wondering if something's wrong with the door because Telemachus came in along with Blister just so we could have a nice little family reunion, and now you're saying something's wrong again.
How odd. And then she's
Extremely.
this person looks over at all these Wismos and Telemachus that are just staring at her, and then looks up at the warden. Is it?
Oh, yeah, no, I had a lot of these. Remember the one that I had? Well, these are all its like little brothers and sisters. For some reason, they've attached themselves to me, but they're quite handy.
And he likes to have a lot of small ones. I prefer one big one to help me out.
I stand there, like
That's
Sorry.
a Wismo.
I'm rolling the deception check because Blister's like looking at you. He rolled a 2. He's like, what?
Nice.
Okay, then what does Blister do?
Blister just sort of like looks, keeps his hand there, but he's clearly looking like completely shocked by this. Like he's not ready. There wasn't enough prep time.
Is that this person's of like interesting. Okay. Your ceremony will begin this evening, if that is still okay. It is essential for you to be our Holy One.
All right, yeah, ceremony.
Blister, darling, you didn't tell me about a ceremony. What is it we're doing this evening?
I don't know. They keep trying to tell me, but I don't really understand what they're talking about. I think it's like a party or something, or maybe like someone's wedding or something like that.
He gets so excited about parties, he's probably not going to listen. But I would love to know what's going on so I can make sure I'm dressed appropriately.
You are dressed fine as it is. It is the time where we send him back to the stars.
All right. Give me a spaceship and off we go.
Is there anything that we'll need to do for this ceremony as well?
No, your presence is not required. We must feed the crystal so we can continue our energy.
All right then. So
All
you're
right.
going to be taking him from us?
You mean like the crystals from the vodka?
And the person sort of looks over at both of you and says, "We will see you later this evening," and closes the door.
See, that sounds nice. We're gonna have a bit of a banquet. They're gonna send me to the stars, and there'll be some
Lister,
crystals.
darling, please just give me a minute. Are the cameras reactivated or no?
This person didn't reactivate the cameras. They left in quite a hurry.
Lister, I don't think they're going to be doing any type of ceremony that's honoring you. I think you're about to be a sacrifice.
Oh, right. For a second, I thought they were gonna like marry us so that we could be like their king and queen.
When you say sacrifice, Telemachus and all the Wismos in unison go,
Nice.
It's like our own little Greek chorus.
this to them is like, what is happening?
I go and sit with them and just sit up
Yeah.
like.
I mean, but you know what I mean, though. I mean, I see what you're saying, Alara, but that is, and like he's still got his hand around your waist. He's like, that is quite a pessimistic approach, though. You know, like optimistic approach. Feeding the crystal means they give me some riches.
Not if they're sending you back to the stars.
Well, sending me to the stars could mean make me a celebrity.
Think about it. Have you seen any evidence of them being able to go to the stars? Why would they be happy you're from the stars?
Because they worship the stars, I guess.
That means there's mystery to the stars. They don't know what's up there or out there.
Well, me, here I am. Am I missing
Yes.
the point?
You are very much missing the point. Lister, we need to get you out of here.
All right, okay. Well, I'll just ask him to get me out of here. And I'll
No.
just. All right.
Without them. We have to get you out of here. Your shipmates have to get you out of here.
All right. All right. So what's the plan?
Warden, can you get Milo?
Yeah, I just go get him again. I put down any
Wismos.
business that I had.
They're all like clean each other.
Oh, stand up and like, and walk.
Yeah, you head over to where Milo is, the door, and you can knock.
I'll walk over to the door and open it, but just a crack. And then once I see that it's the warden, I'll open it widely.
Your presence was requested.
By whom?
Elora. Elora.
Okay. Is Blister still in the room?
Indeed, he is.
All right. I will walk with you. And I will go with them. Right at that
I'll
instant.
let you go first, and then I close the door behind you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. All right. So I just walk in. I don't even knock because I know what's going on. And yeah. So I ask what's going on. Why do I need to be here?
Can we
Let's
talk
check and
now?
be sure that the cameras are still not going, right?
Okay.
But if we
All
keep
right,
talking
I will do
about
so.
the cameras while the cameras are on, do you not think they might know that we know about the cameras?
Right now, the cameras are hopefully still off.
Oh, right. So we should stop talking about the cameras until we know that the cameras are off.
Yes.
Got it.
The cameras.
At this point, it's just, I'm just gonna like, you still have your hand around the waist, right?
Yeah.
So,
The cameras are still off.
You're telling me if it's a scary smile or a normal smile.
I will let everyone know that the cameras are still off.
then get inside and close the door.
All right. I will do so.
We have a situation.
Okay. What's going on?
He's getting sacrificed tonight, from what I can
Wait,
tell.
what?
Hang on a minute. That is an extrapolate. That is a potential. A potential. Alright.
They're going to send him back to the stars in a ceremony tonight. They don't want us there, but it's supposed to recharge their crystals.
Do we know where this is happening? Where, if it's in this building, if it's no?
They wouldn't give us anything else beyond that. I tried. Can you figure out maybe if you can tap into something where it has this information stored?
I will try and do so. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Is I'll roll for that to see where this is coming from. If it's or where this ceremony is happening. If it's in the building, and if it's not, then I will do an extra roll to see if it's anywhere else outside of this building.
Yeah. You couldn't. Yeah, just roll for that.
Is this still a technology, or would this be a data?
No, this is technology.
Okay. Ooh, 18.
Ooh.
So it's not that you can tell where specific things are, but you can feel a huge energy from underneath this building.
So underneath the ground level?
Underneath the ground.
Okay.
And you also know that there is some sort of mechanical structure that creates almost like a tunnel or pit around it. And you can tell it opens up.
Okay, I will give this information to everyone else. And so this building is right in the middle, you said, right?
This is the building you are in.
No,
in
yeah,
the
but
middle of the city.
okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I will definitely say that it's going on probably underneath the ground, underneath this building.
So we're basically exactly where they want us.
Pretty much.
Oh, hang on a minute. Why don't we've got things at our disposal. Why don't I just get the Wizmos to go and create some havoc?
They
all
are
jump
good at
up
that.
at this and start jumping up and down on the beds.
I get down with them like, it's been a little while, innit, kids? Do you want to make some chaos?
And they're all sort of like waving their little arms up in the air, and the ones on wheels just start doing laps around the ceiling.
And as I will interject and see if I can plug into one of them so I can get an eye visual of what's going on.
Could you roll for me to see if they'll let you?
Okay.
I'd be like, it's all right. He's not a bit. He's only a little man. He's not very scary. He's a nice friend, you know.
But as Milo goes up, they sort of slap his hand.
Would you say that this would be an investigation? Because I'm looking for a spot to.
Yeah,
to
I'd
go
say
into?
so. Yeah,
Okay.
it's an investigation. Okay, you don't see because this thing has slapped your hand away. It's just like, and it looks
All
up.
right.
I tell you what. Look, no. See, pass me. Have you got a cable or something?
Yes, I do.
Pass
Yes,
it to me. Pass it to
actually.
me. Come on, now, Wizmo. Would you put this in your head?
All right. I'll hand it to him, and it's going right to my arm, so
Yeah.
I'll hand him my arm as well.
Put this in your head.
And it just sort of, you see all of its joints go, and it just plugs straight in, and you see its eyes whir up, and then it takes the plug out again.
Sorry, Milo. They're funny little buggers. They think I'm their dad or something.
That's okay, mate. It's all good.
As you say that, it hugs your leg.
It's all right, Wizmo. Now, what do we want to do? Do we want to cause chaos around the ceremony? Do we want to cause general chaos? What do we want to do? I've only
Well,
got.
what I'm thinking is that we need to investigate what's the layout underneath this building
You know,
on where things are gonna be.
if we just make general chaos, can't we just sneak out?
That was my thinking.
I don't really want to find out what it is. I mean, if you say it's a huge energy source in like a vertical tunnel, what if the floor just opens up?
We don't need the energy panel. We don't need their food. We don't need anything here. We came
No,
here
we don't.
for...
The chow mein is really nice though. Do you remember 3 episodes ago I told you I'd find a place that makes a good Chinese?
Believe it or not, Blister, I know how to make a killer chow mein, and I'll make it for you when we get back.
You serious?
I'm very serious. But first we have to get off this cold planet.
You kept that secret all this time I've been talking about Chinese food. Oh, sorry,
Yes.
we're sidetracking. Alright. Look, Wizmos. We need general chaos.
Do you ever go out of this building?
Well, I walked into this building from the rock.
Have you
Okay.
ever taken a walk around the city?
I've not really tried because, they just bring me everything.
Could you maybe try it? Let's maybe we can go out for a walk together because you want to show me the city.
All right, I tell you what, we'll do it like this. All right, I'm gonna take the magic mic.
No, you are not.
No, because I don't want them to think that you said not to let them think that anything's wrong, right? Well, I've been making demands on that thing every 5 minutes.
Oh, big sigh, and she hands it back to him because he's right.
I asked them if they gave them a time or a certain time frame on how long until this is going to happen.
We were told evening.
Evening. Because what I was thinking too was, as soon as it's about to happen to where they come and get him, maybe we can let them take him, but we shut everything down right after he leaves. The whole building.
Or we could go through this wall.
But that would be suspicious as well.
Well,
Mine is suspicious, but if you have no power, they can't do a sacrifice, right?
or well, they need to do the sacrifice to get power.
Not knowing how the sacrifice is done,
True.
maybe we keep that as plan B, but plan A needs to be
All right,
We
know.
get
out of here.
I've got an idea. Now, has there been like a head priest or something, Alice?
You've not seen anyone. You've literally just seen people waiting on your hand.
Alright, now look, Wismos. You know how you're really good at finding people who are in charge, like you found me? Right, well, go and find out who's in charge of all this stuff going down, and cause chaos around them.
They sort of all in simultaneous just salute and they disappear out of the door as Telemachus opens the door for them. You hear a couple of screams down the corridor, where you're pretty sure they've just sort of knocked someone over.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Yeah, no. Look, don't worry about the little robots going around. They're just my kids. They're looking. They're you know, they're fun. Really. Just you know, be nice to them. Otherwise, I'll be really angry. I'm gonna take my mate for a walk. We're gonna go look at the city. Maybe you could bring us some of that lovely chow mein.
Like, and as you do this, as you open the door to leave, there's someone there with literally almost like a takeaway bag of chow mein type things. Like, a walk is fine. We will pick you up. You just have to call us. We will pick you up from your location in an hour.
All right, that sounds great. Yeah, I'll take the Chinese and I'll do a wink at Alara. You know, a
Roll
conspiratorial wink.
subtlety.
I'm cuddling up to him at this point to sell it that we're doing a romantic walk in the
Well,
city.
Okay,
give me
you-
advantage. Can I take advantage? That's an 11.
Okay, so you do get that. It just looks really awkward, and they just assume you're an awkward couple more than anything. And you guys step out into the corridor and start to walk along the hallway to the exit. As you go along this corridor, it is covered in papers, shredded. There's things that have been knocked off the wall. You can see some of the crystals from the lamps that have been knocked over as well, and there's tire tracks that seem to go up and down the ceilings.
I've never loved Wismos more than I have right now.
And Telemachus is quickly sort of running out, just like, excuse me, like pulling her hat on, and she just takes hold of like Alara's hand. Or it's sort of like, just going out with mum and dad. Bye. Like, and sort of heads out with you. What is Milo and Warden doing? Are you just going with them?
I believe so. Yes, my mission is to protect them.
Myself, as the Wismos actually leave, I'm gonna put the camera on my wrist, just to, but also hide it to where all of the locals will not see it.
You can have like a jacket on, like literally just leave over,
And once they find the individual, do we have any like, or do they have any like electronics on them, like near their faces or in their ear?
No, they literally wearing the bare minimum.
Okay, never mind then. I will just attend with them, actually, since they don't have anything on them.
So you guys walk back through the main hall, past all the food and everything like that. Again, you can see that it looks like someone's had like a food fight in here, and you can see the odd Wismo running out, and it's definitely covered in something, like there's some noodles strapped around it as it flares out with its arms in the air. And as you head down the steps, you hear some screaming, and you can't see the Wismos because of how small they are, but you see people in the distance like falling over, tripping up, and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
I'm assuming that we have cameras live around us, correct?
Everywhere
Yes.
in the city, might have found
The
it.
only ones I did were the ones that were in our room, or your room, sorry.
Okay.
So.
Well, Blister, darling, I can't wait to see what this city of yours looks like. How clever of you to find a place and get it ready for us so quickly.
Yeah, I know, right? It's been real good. They bring me anything I want. They even figured out how to make Chinese food.
Which is wonderful. Let's get outside and see what else they have to share with you.
Yeah, I've not really looked, I think I remember seeing some, like, crystals and screens and stuff on the way in. All right, let's go and have a look, shall we?
Yes.
Darling. Yeah, that's great.
You can walk around. You have a look. Again, it's very much the same that you guys saw on the way in, all the billboards and adverts with Blister on them. However, as you walk further, probably towards the exit of the city, more towards down, there's the lesser wealthy parts. You see lots of flags, lots of bunting style things in red with a red crystal imprinted on all of them. And you notice a lot of the people have started to dress in a bit more of a celebratory fashion.
Oh, look, they're all wearing pretty frocks.
And as they see you, there's something of just bowing as you walk past, and Telemachus is like,
yeah, I'm doing like, if when like you see a Western person trying to get used to Eastern culture, and like everyone bows, but the Western person feels like they shouldn't bow because that's a strange thing to do, but also does try to fit in, so they're doing like that, sort of like, yeah, that sort of, yeah, all right, yeah, I'm bowing, yeah, nice to meet you, yeah, the awkward, yeah, that.
Every time he bows, I roll my eyes. Every single time.
Like, I think it's like a greeting, sort of like saying, hey, what's going on here? We've got something coming in from the sky. To cause maximum... Tweeter a vector donates for the to cause maximum chaos, the Wizmos combine into a Super Wizmo.
okay, so you are walking, you can see the exit on the way in. You can see where you came up, you can see the steps, and you can see all these little Wizmos hopping individually up to the top. And then a guard steps out in front of you. Good evening, traveller. Where are you off to?
Oh, we're off for a little romantic walk, Have you got a beach around here or something like that? You know what I mean? Maybe a movie place. Somewhere we can go and be all like, matey, like the things what mates do.
He's showing me the city.
See, I'm showing her the city.
It's only the city. I'm afraid you can venture no further than the city for your own safety. And you can see up on the rock, like all these little Wizmos jumping up and down.
Are you sure about that?
I am.
Are you really sure? I'm gonna use my hex hesitate.
What's that?
Basically, it just makes them only able to do one thing at a time. It doesn't actually affect his perception, but should we go into combat, he can either attack or move.
Okay, well, he's not doing either. Thank you very much. We would prefer that you stay in the city.
Also, Justin's just taken the stream boss. He'd like to give a nat 20 to the Wizmos and a good thing for Telemachus.
Okay. So, whilst you're doing this, Telemachus has let go of your hand, and she is walking over and up the stairs the way you came in. She is stealthing her way up there, and you can see her get closer to the Wizmos, and they're crowding around her for some reason.
So, what do you think, Alara? I mean, I wanted to go and show you outside, but this guy seems like a bit of a stick in the mud. You're the first person on this entire place to say no to me, mate. I don't think your superiors are going to be very happy about that, you know what I mean? They said they'd pick us up from anywhere.
You roll. Are you intimidating or persuading?
I don't really know.
I'm going to step forward to the guard, and hand still on Blister's shoulder, and kind of like that whole rubbing the back thing that couples do. But I'm going to look at him directly and be like, My mate has been terribly far away from me for far too long. I wanted a moment of quiet and outdoor time with him as we are used to doing as star travelers. You are going to let us have that moment before the ceremony tonight, right?
Blister's going along with it. Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. You know what I mean, mate? Wink.
Okay, can you roll a... Is that an intimidation, Alara, more than a persuasion?
Let's see here. Yeah, definitely intimidation.
If it's intimidation, then Warden will like stand behind her, like,
Ooh.
yes, you will
Yeah.
do this.
So with advantage.
Intimidation
Like,
with
yeah.
advantage.
Nice. No!
No!
Crap.
Awesome.
But with like my nat 20 on deception, where I'm like, look, mate, we need some private time. Wink, you know. And Alara's epic fail at intimidation. Could that just be seen as like the flustering of perhaps a space traveler who has the vapors?
Okay.
DM discretion. DM discretion.
DM discretion. As you see this, you notice more guards have come up around you.
Look, we're not
yeah.
exhibitionists, all right?
Please return to your home.
You know, it occurs to me, Alara, that we really should have come up with like a safe word or something, like a panic button.
As you look up, you can see Telemachus stood at the top of this cliff face, and the Wismos are slowly climbing on top of each other, one by one, fixing and locking into each other, becoming what you could assume is one giant Wismo with huge, big, chunky arms. And Telemachus climbs up onto it as what looks like they have created a seat with controls.
I look at my wrist to see what the camera one's doing.
What you see is Telemachus locking herself in to this now new giant Wismo and start to angle herself and walk back down the stairs.
Warden is very, very proud.
This is Alara.
This is a slightly quieter part of the city. You're only surrounded by the 4 guards because everyone else is prepping for something.
So as this guard is telling me we have to go back,
The guard is telling you, all 4 of them are saying in unison, return.
the one right in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
battle fist him.
Right, everyone roll for initiative.
Yes.
Before you do, like when I'm saying about the safe word thing, can I just say, Alara, maybe you should turn off your headset. Your comms link. I say, producing my magic mic.
Thank you, darling.
I'm rolling a 15 for Telemachus, which is also now a Wismo as well.
Did that go through?
Yeah, I've got an 8.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll for the guards. I'm typing that in Zoom chat, so... Guards go last.
Perfect.
So, first attack. Blister.
Well, it's quite handy actually with this magic mic. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it, and now that I've got Alara to turn off her headset, I'm gonna shout into the mic, "Leave me alone!" And it's gonna, well, it's an attack. They have to make a save. DC 9, Constitution save.
Okay.
Oh!
They roll with a 9, but they do clamp their hands over their ears and sort of fall, like they sort of back away.
And it will reverberate around
And
the whole city, so
I
I
was
have just
about to
alerted
say-
everyone.
You just
just
hear
announced it.
crashing and smashing as all these windows start to just crash around you.
That should do it. I've done. There you are. Right. Well, I think this is the end of my 6 seconds. Sorry, guys. Carry
And
on.
As this happens, you see Telemachus work her way down the stairs now in this huge Wizmo as they attack. Let's roll. That's a hit. Okay, so they attack in what is called on this wonderful thing Super Wizmo. So this Wizmo, she's going to pull it out, and this fist comes absolutely slamming into the guard. Just in front of Alara. So that's 10 damage, and this guy drops to the floor.
Can I just ask for a description of the Super Wizmo? Is like one arm pink, one arm yellow, one leg blue?
It is fully multicolored. It's almost like in patches. They're all different. There's wheels, like all the way down the side of the shoulders. And you can see that the fingers are the long arms of the ones you've seen. And at the front, there's two big lights where lots of the eyes have conjoined together and lit up. And rather than the normal bleep, 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 you hear a beep, like a really deep.
Oh, look. Honey, the kids have all grown up.
They grow up so fast, don't they?
And when I say this Super Wizmo basically pelts into the guard, like Alara, if you when like the Hulk hits something, this guard just disappears off to the side and is out.
Perfect.
It is now okay. So Milo and Warden, you rolled the same. Could you both roll again just to choose who goes first, please?
Warden has higher dex, so he should go first.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
He has +3. I have 10. So.
Okay, let's go for that then.
+0.
So Warden, you go first, then Milo. So Warden's turn.
No, Milo's first.
Is
Yeah,
it?
Milo first.
He has
Higher decks.
higher
Oh,
dex.
sorry, Milo, you go first.
all right. So I'm gonna possibly roll a stealth so I can tumble in behind the one that's in front of Alara and stab him in the back.
Okay, there's only one more in front of Alara.
Yeah.
And can you roll for me, please?
That would be a stealth.
An
First.
attack roll, please. Oh, well,
Oh,
stealth roll first and then attack roll.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, 23.
Sweet.
20. Yeah, that's a perfect hit. Right. There we go. I don't know why mine rolled for you, but there we go. 3. So that's a 3. And you come around and you stab the person in the thigh as it comes round. He yells out in pain and sort of collapses a little bit, grabbing. It is now the Warden's turn.
Yeah, I bring up my what's it called? The plasma cutter
Mm-hmm.
that I've been carrying on my back and just ram it down on the person in front of Blister or someone who hasn't.
Yep,
taken
there's one in front of Blister. There's one more in front of Alara, one in front of Blister, and one in front of you.
Then I'll take the one. Wait, no. I'll. Yeah, the one in front of me is closest. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you roll for that, please.
Yes. No.
Oh.
That is a nat 1. You come crashing down right beside it. I mean, the guy has got the most terrified look on his face. You do that, and it's almost like it's stuck in the ground where you've hit this so hard.
Yeah.
It is now Alara's
I'm
turn.
just gonna make a bonus action with my Warden's mark. And just mark the one in front of me.
Uh-huh. Yep, no problem. It
so
is
that I won't miss
Alara's.
next time.
Yeah. It's Alara's turn.
The window popped away from me. Okay, so there's how many? There's 2 left?
There are 3 left.
There are 3 left.
The one in front of you is badly injured, where Milo has just swooped in and stabbed him in the leg.
Oh, lovely. I am going to then use my battle fist at the one right in front of me.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Hello. It's freezing up on me. Give me. There we go. There we go. Oh, come on.
That is not a hit, I'm afraid.
No.
Sort of like skim past as you do this.
All right.
The club.
Do you have another action at all, or?
Nope, that's
No?
it.
Okay, it is their turn. So the first one is going to try and hit Ilara that is in front of her. That does not hit, swipes and you dodge past. And the next one is going to try and attack the warden. Nat 1. Okay, so this thing falls over. It forgets your like huge hammer is in the ground and panics and tries to run away, but trips and is now prone. And then there's one more
He's prone.
in front of Blister.
Mm.
Does a 16 hit Blister?
Well, the thing about that is, yes.
Right. Please take 2 damage as it swipes at you with its own sort of like.
Now, while I've been here under their care, have I got all of my health back from that terrible little
yes,
space? I was
yes.
going to say, because, you know, otherwise I'm actually looking a lot more dead than most people might have thought.
Yeah.
But no, I'm alright. I'm alright with that. Alright, 2 hit points, whatever. Shrug it off. Be alright. In front of my lady.
And it is Blister's turn after this has happened.
I got the point at this one, the one that just hit me. I'm going to go, hey, that wasn't very nice. I'm going to take my guitar out. You need to die! And as I do that, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
For DC 9.
How is it DC 9?
Blister's useless.
Fails. You immediately take this person down. How are you destroying this person?
Well, the sound just like their head explodes. It's a face melter. Their face melts! Their face melts!
Okay, this person falls to its knees and just collapses on the floor. There are 2 left.
That's awesome.
And how is my DC so low, Alzala? Well, so far, Blister has 3 levels. He also has 3 classes. He's the most useless.
It is Telemachus' go, and Telemachus runs straight forward to the last one that stood by Lara again. And with the same attack, swings forward and misses. This creature sees it coming and ducks and weaves as this heavy arm slides over as this Wizmo beeps in its direction. It is Milo's turn.
All right. So So the one that's in front of myself and Alara is still up.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just gonna attack.
Mm-hmm. That is not a hit, I'm afraid.
Dang. All right. 3rd level. I don't get a second attack, so I guess I'm done.
Yeah. Okay, it is now the warden's turn. There is one in front of you. The one that has just fallen over.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Also, because I marked him with my thing, I forget to add this one. So whenever he tries to go anywhere, it's difficult terrain for him.
Okay, he's sort of scrabbling about. He keeps falling over because for some reason the ground itself just suddenly seems a bit more unstable for him and he's panicking.
Sweet. Oh wait, I have that one. Is it? Oh yeah. How many are within 5 feet of me?
2 of no, just the one in front of you at the moment.
Okay, then can I position myself so that I am both of them? Or there's 2 left, right?
There's one in front of Alara, so technically Alara is in between you and them.
Okay.
So it's and you've got the one off to your side.
Yeah. Is it? No, it's not. Well, then I'm just gonna hit him again.
Yeah, go for it.
With my huge ass sword. I also have a +2 because I marked him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 11.
That is a hit.
It is okay.
It's exactly 11 is a hit.
Sweet. Then.
Yeah. This. How are you killing this thing? It is on the floor.
Oh.
Trying to scurry away from you.
I just kind of, because it's a plasma cutter, it's like in this industrial tool that's supposed to cut hulls in ships. Yes, he's just cut in half, like instantly cauterized everywhere. It's like,
Yeah, no, you can do that. You slice him right in half.
yep.
It is now Alara's turn. You've got this one that is badly injured in front of you. You are muted.
I'm gonna use my advantage,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to use my battle fist again. I think, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we'll go with the battle fist.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely. Okay, let's do some damage.
Well, that has annihilated this one. So explain to me how you were destroying the last guard in front of you.
At this point, it's almost like Xena Warrior Princess, because I've seen all these creatures dodging out of the way. So I just let out this huge scream, push Blister behind me, and I punch this guard in front of us. And again, there's that reverberation. So as I'm hitting him, it's almost like his body shakes and then just disintegrates.
Mm.
Blister, what do you make of this?
We've lost him.
Oh. No.
Is
We need to go now.
yeah.
I grabbed Blister's hand and starts like running.
Do you really
Or-
care?
Something.
As you do this, you see Telemachus running, or well, not this huge Wizmo she's in is running. And as she's on there, they're running for her, and she's heading up the steps, and she's quickly putting on her layers and putting on the bobble hats and everything, and she's piling them back on. And she's like, "Come on!" As she runs out. Can you all make a dexterity to run or sprint up the stairs?
Check or save?
Not slip. A save, please.
Save.
Oh, Milo is up there.
Yeah, it's a +5 without anything else. So
And Blister?
I was just looking to see if I had anything to help me out with that, and I don't.
You sort of stumble and you fall, and as you stumble and fall, you look back and see swarms of these people running and screaming after you, trying to grab. Well, they can't grab you, they're not quite close enough, but they are heading towards the stairs. Milo, you sprint past everyone, and Alara, you are keeping up with Telemachus, and Warden, you are close behind, and you see Blister fall.
Yeah. I think I still have him in my hand. I'll just
Mhm.
look back and just try and pull him up again.
Yep, you can do that. Just say you can do that. So you guys are now running. You have all these people behind you, charging after you. Blister is freezing outside as you get outside.
I remember that. That's why I started tunneling in the first place.
Are you going back for the warmth?
You're gonna see Alara like hitting her buttons on
Yeah.
her uniform again, and goes into full uniform, but there's a slight glow to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab Blister and I'm going to pull him up onto my back, and it's actually got a heating
Yeah.
function
Like,
on it. So
Literally, as you move, you can see your suit goes all the way
Yeah.
up as you run.
Like
And
a
what
Iron Man
about
suit.
Milo? What is Milo doing? Because it's cold. You are running past all of them.
So am I already at the ship, or am I like a
No,
bit
you-
closer than what they are?
We're
You
just
guys have all just about exited
Okay.
the cave, and you can see Argo.
Well, I'm gonna look back to see if everything's okay. I see Blister fall, but then I see the warden get him up again, and all this stuff. So I'm gonna just keep going and see if I can catch up to. So did I also pass the young girl as well?
No, Telemachus is charging ahead in a Wizmo, and you can see as she's slowly running, she's slowly being lowered down as the Wizmos start to break apart and become lots of little Wizmos again.
All right. So as
She's
I catch
fully
up to her,
running.
all right. So as I catch up to her, I'm gonna see if I can run her pace and not go any faster. And as soon as I get to the ship, I'm going to plug in my device and start up the ship.
Okay, you can run in. You have to
Yep.
sprint in to the
Okay,
ship,
yep.
go all the way onto the main deck, and you can plug yourself straight in. Telemachus has torn it. All these Wizmos are behind her, and they're jumping and screaming, sort of like as you three come running. And these people start to come at the mouth of the cave. They stop immediately as they feel the cold.
Hmm.
and you will run into the ship. And Telemachus is like, come on! As you see some of them start to put some things on and get ready to warm up.
I'm still running with
Yeah.
Blister on my back.
Yeah.
Blister's
full
in utter
charge.
shock. Blister's in utter shock.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
And Lara, I'm going to say you're going to be able to just tear straight onto that ship. You want to get out of there. Warden,
Mhm.
you're all on. And you just start to pull...
Blister.
Yeah, you pull Blister. Well, Blister's now on Alara's back.
Oh,
So you all get on the ship. And Telemachus pulls the door for the hatch to close. And you feel the ship where Milo is plugged in start to take off.
And the hatch is closing up and everything?
The hatch is closing up, and you can see down below these things are all like jumping and yelling in your sort of like direction as the ship Argo takes off back into space.
Okay, what? I didn't ask him to do that. I'm gonna like go into my computers and tell him to go back.
Argo
Or
sort of
stop.
comes out like, why?
Because they're my allies. They're my friends.
Oh no,
No,
you're
we're on the ship. No, we're on the ship.
on the ship.
Okay. Never
They're
mind.
all on the
We're
ship.
there.
Never
We're
mind.
good.
I misheard that. Okay. All
No,
right.
like you're
Never
all
mind
on
then.
the ship,
Okay.
and you're all on the deck. All
Thanks
the
for the
Wismos they've currently found a book that they're shredding. You're pretty sure it's the manual. They're sort of just sat there shredding it, and some of them you can hear clanking about in the kitchen. They sound like they're celebrating.
Okay.
And you all look to each other, and Telemachus is slowly taking off all of her layers, and she sits in one of the seats.
As Alara eventually puts me down,
Oh, I think we're both going to be standing there in shock, quite frankly.
I give both
Blister's-
of them pats,
Blister's literally just
and
gonna be like,
then
"Well,
I like just push a button, and there's victory theme just.
I love it.
Alright.
Well done.
Alright guys, look, excuse me for a minute. I'm just gonna go and chill out in my quarters for a bit, and Blister's just gonna like leave looking dazed.
As you leave, you see a trail of Wismos follow him, like Mother Duck, as they weave behind him.
Could
So
I could I try and take forth the alcohol that I had consumed and just bring it out and try and fill up a glass and give it to Blister again?
You can. I don't know what Blister makes of it, but yeah, you can.
I make sure
Thanks.
that he doesn't see where it's coming from.
Yeah, he just takes it, thanks. And just carries on walking like in a daze.
Looks like you needed it.
So, what do you guys do for the next couple of days before Milo goes back into cryo, before Warden takes his position, very much awake and now not seen as a toaster like Blister? What do you
What I was planning on doing, even before leaving that planet, is I'm gonna start mapping everything out.
Yeah, oh yeah, there was scans
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, I'm just gonna map everything that we go by, everything.
Yeah.
Just so we have a record of it, and then when yeah.
I kind of chat with the computer. Argo, was it?
Yeah, Argo.
Yeah. Like, I was always kind of intrigued by this pilots of ours, and I always wanted to talk with it. Is it him, her, it, or they? Or the computer?
It's a pit. The face is a man, but doesn't tend to identify as anything in particular. He's
No.
like, well, sometimes I fly it if I can be bothered. If not, Alara might fly it. Telemachus is getting pretty good at it. Yeah, it's just how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Argo will remember the days when it was only him and Blister.
Yeah, like right now, Argo is happy because there's like Alara and Telemachus can do it, not Blister.
As I was just telling him that if you ever need anything, you can call me. So I'm here if you need me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I might do that at some point.
You
You
can
know,
communicate whenever. if I just plug
Yeah,
in.
yeah. No, I forgot you were there. Like, just sort of nodding to himself as you go and you just plug yourself back into the wall. And Argo will probably set up a screen near you so he can chat to you if he ever needs to. And what about Milo? What does Milo do after mapping before he goes back into cryo?
I'm gonna see if everyone's okay, and see if there's anything I can do for them. Because there's nothing really else that I need to do except for possibly going back to sleep in the cryo.
Well, Telemachus, make sure you have like something to eat before you go because you were hungry when you woke up. So she
Yes, I
seemed
was.
like, she makes you like this weird food type thing. It's
I'll
like a
go,
little
thank
cube,
you.
like a jelly sort of thing,
Okay.
but it's full of nutrition.
If Milo checks in on Blister, he's just like sitting in one wall of his room, throwing a ball against the other wall.
I'll ask if he's okay.
What? Oh, hey, yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, great. It's just, a sign of things to come, innit? Everything's great. Not getting sacrificed or nothing. It's all good.
Okay. If you need me, just wake me up.
Alright, Milo, you're alright. Here, take some of this, and I'm gonna take some of my own special brew. I'm passing some of my special brew. Have that on the way down. It'll get you right down to sleep.
All right, I will do that.
That's before I learnt the trick of taking the stuff out that makes you blind from them people, though. So, drink in moderation.
All right, we'll do that, and I'll walk back to the cryo.
Yeah, you hop in the cryo. Probably Alara or Telemachus will plug you in and send you off.
And I do not drink that.
If anything, Telemachus takes it off of you. So it's more that than anything. And then, what's Alara doing?
She's actually more quiet than she's normally been, and surprisingly, her armor has been taken off, and she's almost in this not loungewear, but more comfortable clothing. It's pair of slacks and a lightweight shirt type of thing. And she's also shorter now because her boots are off.
Yeah, a lot shorter.
A lot shorter.
How much shorter?
Probably a good 6 inches or so.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Because I'm not beefed up in the armor. So I'm going to say goodbye to Milo and tell him how much I appreciated his help, and especially afterwards getting things mapped out. So it's no longer this frenetic, where the hell are we status that we've been in.
And I'll salute and say, talk to you later, LT. And then go right out.
I'll smile and let him get away with that one. And then making sure that he's all copacetic and in stasis, I'm going to go and visit Warden. And have you plugged into your wall yet, or are you still?
I think I'm just around and thanking the gizmos for the Wismos for their help and just giving them small fist bumps and just petting them.
They're like,
Good job, good job.
So I'm gonna thank Warden again for all of the help that Warden's provided and the ability to have someone to actually follow orders.
Well, it is
And
my
also,
purpose.
have we taken care of the crumb situation?
I'd say the crumbs are
Okay, all right, because I was gonna offer to have a
Just
gizmo vacuum him out.
Just get a little wizard to go and vacuum in.
And so I'll just, I actually have to reach up now, so I'll pat Warden's shoulder.
I can go down a bit.
Oh, pat the shoulder, and I'm just gonna smile and kind of start walking off towards Blister's room.
If you ever need me, don't hesitate to call. I'm here precisely for you.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you, Warden.
And I just go back in. Just back in.
All right, so now I'm padding off to Blister's room. I'm gonna knock on the door.
You'll hear like a crash and tumble as like he stands up like, oh Jesus. Oh, that's broken. All right. Here comes the door. Oh. Hi. How are you? Are you good?
I was coming to check on you.
Yeah. No, I'm all good. How are you?
I'm okay, I think.
that was, on the surface, it was kind of weird, wasn't it?
That's a good word for it, yes. And you're gonna notice you're about the same height now.
You're really short without your armor on.
I kind of make it bigger so I look more intimidating.
Well, thank you, I guess. Not that I'm saying nothing or anything, but it's nothing like that or nothing. But like when we were like pretending on surface, that was, I know normally we're like playing like the whole tough thing, aren't we? That's like our thing, I chase you, you're like go away, but on the surface that was quite nice, just for a little bit, for a change, just the one-off sort of thing.
It wasn't horrible. Blister, can I ask a question of you?
Yeah. Anything, really.
Why do you care about me?
Alright, I know that, like, you probably are, but you're not. But, like, you do, like, sort of, it's not like you just put up with me, like, I know, like, you are, like, especially with, like, the bugs and things. I can see your face. I know you're repulsed. I know, but you're not at the same time. You don't run away. You stick around and, like, you're tough and strong. Like, look at you on the planet. You fucking came along, realized there's some sort of conspiracy to have me killed, and solve it all just like that. The question really here is, like, how could I not? Because, you just do all these amazing things all the time.
I'm gonna stand there and just sort of like a soft smile.
I'm really not used to that smile, This new smile that you do.
It's not a bad one. And while you were gone, I realized I do miss you. And at that, I turn around and walk out the door and I pad back to go find Telemachus.
And Vista just sits down. He just sits the fuck down immediately.
Whilst this is happening, there is a Wizmo tearing along the hallway, his arms in the air, carrying something towards Telemachus. And Telemachus says, "Wow, what you got there?" And reaches down and picks up the Wizmo, pops it on her shoulder. It's a crystal. He looks at it, so, "What's that?" As Telemachus looks in and sees Earth at the center of the crystal. And that is where we will leave this week's episode of Argo 37.
My mind is blown. Oh my gosh.
Welcome to Argo!
Why isn't this a full time? This is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well. I need to decompress after this. So what we're gonna do, we'll do it with our normal format. We'll go around. We'll give you guys the opportunity to tell us who you are, what you work on the internet, and where we can come and find more of you, because we'd love to see you. And also, what was your favorite part of today's one shot? That's the main thing. So we'll where should we start? Alice, I'll hand it back to you. You can go around this and.
Yeah, okay. Shall I start with me, as you're gonna be doing the wrap up and everything like that? Okay, so first of all, I had an awesome time today. I live for Wizmos. I just do. I love like the dynamic of the whole team. I love that there is a gnome and a warden. We literally had the two extremes in height. And extremes, and that we've got a gnome that's like a super tech wizard and a warden that just takes no shit, basically. And I love that Alara and Blister had this really it was like, now Blister's awkward. It's not Alara. Blister is now awkward, and I like the image of, the ice sculptures and everything of Blister that are being produced. And I feel like I need to draw Telemachus all kitted out in all of her winter gear. Other than that, I am White Rabbit Pick. I am the headmistress of this academy. I DM this every week, and I'm also the DM for our Cypher System Eden and also our D&D 5e Everrun. I also play in a couple of games, which you can see a bit later. And when I'm not doing this, when I'm not doing D&D, TTRPG, I am a photographer, a wedding and lifestyle photographer. So you can check that link in the chat as well. So now I reckon we'll hop over to Alara, is what I'm just going to call you now, because...
So I have the YouTube channel, The Crafting Muse, where I show you how to make different bits of terrain, how to paint minis, game accessories, and everything like that. I'm also here every Thursday playing on Argo, which I have a blast doing. I'm also a player over on Mini Terrain Domain, where I play Monday nights, our Waterdeep Dragon Heist game, All That Glitters, and Thursday nights. So if you want to come back later, I play in a Sunless Citadel game with other crafters. And yeah, so that's pretty much where you can find me. I'm also pretty active on Twitter. Please hop over there and follow if you like. I love interacting with people. And favorite part of the game, I think, is actually, the whole role reversal between Alara and Blister. But I also like the fact that it's showing that Alara is not as straight-laced as she may appear.
No, I love it. I love it. Awesome. Thank you. And now we're going to hop down to our favorite warden.
Your only warden. Well,
that could be a favorite.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm Sophia, and I play D&D like most every day. No, but 4 days a week, kind of.
Nice.
But this is my fourth stream, I think. It's very fun. You can find me on Twitter and YouTube. I don't use YouTube that much yet. I want to. At Alsarla, ALZZARLA. I just retweet and D&D stuff all the time. Comments all the time.
Very appreciated.
I just can't get enough.
It's addictive. D&D.
It's very addictive. I'm in too many games. I should focus on school. I study video game music, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
I make music.
Awesome. I love that.
Amazing. If you've got any links or anything to like a SoundCloud or anything that you want to put in chat, you can.
Go for it.
I can.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
It's not much. I'm not good at actually uploading stuff, but
that's fine. We can listen to something.
It's valid. It's all good.
I'll link.
And over to our little techno gnome, Milo.
Well, my name is JJVincent4 on Twitter. I don't really tweet. I don't do anything on Twitter much, except for this past couple days because I was just so hyped about this game. Today is my breaking the ice of playing D&D on a computer. So this was awesome. I wish that this was full time. I'm also on Twitch via this name here, Toxic Joe 9. I do a bunch of games, mainly survival games such as Ark, Conan, and I do play some RPGs, but not too much, and first-person shooters. So yeah, this was awesome. My favorite part was when the Wizmos became one, because all I could think was go Power Rangers. That's all I could think of. So yeah, and then at the end, just mind blown with the crystal. So yeah, this was a great game.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. And last and certainly not least, my wonderful husband and also headmaster of the academy, Scratchcus.
Oh, hi.
Well,
Well, first of all, I love the energy this week had. You guys kept up with not kept up. That sounds terrible. But like I know me and V now we've got like our characters established and there's a certain energy, and you guys just found your place in that thing very quickly. It was amazing. So thank you both for that. My favorite part, I think I'm gonna have to go with Lara as well. Though is the removing of the veils, you know, as both of us, like you put down your bluster and I've put down my overconfidence thing, and we're both just like, now what? How does this work? Like, awesome. I enjoyed exploring that. I am Scraticus. This is my academy, which I run with my wife. If you're not already a part of my Discord, you should be. The links are in chat now. Go and get in the Discord. It's a wonderful place. Inclusive people. They'll help you if you ask for help. They'll talk to you if you want to be talked to. And, you know, it's totally inclusive, safe. Everything you could want it to be. I'm really proud of my Discord. Really proud. Twitter, if you guys want to get into a game just like this one, send me a DM and I'll get you a game. Currently, I still have spaces before Christmas, but it's getting to the getting quick sort of time. It's like that work Christmas dinner you haven't booked yet. You need to get in quick, otherwise all the places will be gone.
Can we have a work Christmas dinner?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Alice, this is our full-time job. Of course we're having a work Christmas dinner. My YouTube is now, it's becoming self-aware at this point, I think. It does everything automatically and stuff, like... everything's in playlists. If you want to catch up with the rest of this season and see how Blister and Alara started and all the rest of that sort of stuff, you can. And if you want to go and watch any of our other stuff, it's all there. It's all organized. It's like someone else did it, honestly, because I don't usually do that whole, like, you know, preparation and planning stuff, as it's already trending on the internet. What else do we have? Guys, this is the second day of our next month of streaming. We've reset our monthly cost goals. We beat all of our cost goals last month, in our first month. We beat our cost goal. We beat our stretch goal for visiting conventions, including at least one trip to America to go and see Gen Con next year. We're doing that once a month stretch goal. I mean, we'll see where we get to at the end of the year, but damn, we're shocked. And also... we overkilled the goals by another £110, so I'm looking at buying a second green screen because my green screen seems to have got lost in the moving and things like that. So your donations really help. The other ways you help are also really good. If you haven't checked it out, you can go and check out our Patreon. You can donate to support there for as little as $1. But even if you don't donate to support, we have free articles on there which you can go and look at. They're TTRPG based. One's about safety systems. One's about and one is about the Cypher system character creations so far. So it's worth going and checking out. What else have we got? We have got merchandise as well. Very nice merchandise. It's very comfortable. Ours is in the wash because not this weekend, but next weekend we will be at MCM Comic Con. So watch out for the banner, the crest, as we will be at MCM Comic Con, and if you're there, we'd love to see you. We also have our sponsors, most prominently today, Mage Hand Press, who created this reskin of 5e for space, which is amazing. I really love it. The Wizmos are amazing. All of the guns are amazing. I want to get my hands on a singularity emitter every single episode for some reason. It's great fun. And also, our other sponsor is Bird in the Storm Publishing. Bird in the Storm Publishing, they do most of their stuff for charity, I believe. I really need to verify this information as I keep giving it to you. But they're an amazing pair of people. It's Jay and Tool School. Jay is Tool School. It's Tool School and Bird versus Plane. They're an amazing group. They sponsor us. It's good stuff. There'll be content coming in January, and hopefully beforehand. I need to prod them because I want to get that next module on the show. And you know, I know writing's hard. I do. I appreciate that. I remember the drawing. You know, the one with like the 2-hour drawing of Spider-Man, the 10-minute drawing and the 1 minute. I understand that. So Justin's coming in with a late donation. For next week, love is in the air, or at least the Wizmos think so. They are determined to facilitate it, even if they don't know how to help. Now, Alice, when it comes to donations, I don't.
I'm done. I can do this.
Yeah, I don't like to take away GM agency.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Okay, cool. So Alice is keen. Cool, we'll do that. Awesome. We also have a competition, which will be ending very soon, so go and check that out. Like I say, if you already follow us here and follow us on Twitter and follow us on YouTube, then you've already got free entries. The last one's just retweeting a tweet, so it couldn't really be much easier than that. Just go sign in, get yourself a chance to win some rainbow-coloured dice. I'm sure it ends soon. And I think our raid war cry today is going to be Horse Dovers. Seems to be the only submission from chat so far. Horse Dovers, and we are going to go and have a quick look at who is around to go and give all our love to. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to take you over to one of my favourite artists. I love lurking in her chat. It's probably like sleepover chat. That's the best way to describe her stream. It's just a great big sleepover. It's Sleepy Mia. If you're not familiar with her, then go and be familiar with her. I'm determined to get a commission off her, but her prices are a little high for me currently, and you'll see why, because her artwork is amazing. There it is with thing, and yeah, let's go and get that raid cooling down. I'm hoping that if we all go in there and talk about D&D enough as well, eventually I can get her on the show. As I slowly take over the world. Okay, so there we are. The raid's cooling down. Guys, this was a great amount of fun. We are now full-time. Mondays to Thursdays, we stream 1 PM, 6 PM, and 10 PM all EST. And on Fridays, we stream at 1 PM EST over on the Greyhawk channel. And this week, we also will be streaming on this channel at 8 PM, as we do every alternate week for Lady Blackbird. And one of the outcasts has come over to the Imperials this time, and we'll see what sort of reception she receives. But in the meantime, keep evoking emotions, and we'll see you in a few hours. Bye!